this contest today.
What was the problem with the offense of the passing game?
Excuse me?
What was the problem with the offense of the passing game? Inability to get some consistency.
Well, I think you got to look at the whole picture. I think, if you look at the way, you got to give them some credit. I thought, Jack kept the lid on it and kept things in front, so, we weren't going to get behind him much today. You could see that early. So, and that's part of the things we need to work on. We got to get the, the controlled passing game going, a little more efficient, and, it'll be obviously a focus for us.
Talk about the play, Gregory today, just what he did. Him and Parsons both, just with the pressure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Randy, set the tempo there with the with the first takeaway, and just a phenomenal athletic play, and and Micah was just like he is every week, all over the place, making impact off the edge. The pressure, really putting the pressure on the quarterback. And not only do we have the four takeaways, but we got our hands on a lot of balls today too. So I think just like anything, the takeaways are what you're after, but it's your takeaway opportunities were way up today, and we need to continue to work on that because that's part of our identity.
Mike, what happened on the sideline when Lyle got ejected, and can you talk about the balance between wanting your guys to play discipline versus last year when you said your offensive line here needed to be a little more protective?
Well, it's I think LC did exactly what you're supposed to do there. We all understand that the challenges of officiating, but whatever you thought of the play all the way around, but this is a game, obviously very competitive, and I think the fact that it's your quarterback or whoever. So I just think these games are going to be chippy. They're division games, and you just want to see guys. I thought not only once that they got going, I thought that everybody, both sides, did a good job of just kind of locking everything up and moving on. So it happens in these type of games.
Mike, do you think it speaks to how far the team has come in this year?
Can I move this? It's going to fall.
Is Doc getting happy feet in the pocket?
Do you think it speaks to how far the team has come this season, that winning close games right now seems to be something that's frustrating me, not just losing, but winning not well enough?
Well, I'll tell you what, I can remember 2010, we went up and won a game in New York, and it was a really tight game, or maybe it was 11, but you get in the rules, and maybe you win games, 10, 14, 17 points. Not that we're in that stretch here, but I just know that winning close games is so important. Obviously you want to win every game, but the winning the close ones, I think it pays forward a lot for your team, and I think it is reflected in not only how you train your team, because all the clock management, game management situations that has been a major emphasis for us coming out of last year. If you look at the statistics, usually 50% of your games come down to the last series of the game. Not that we wanted to do that today, especially after where we were at halftime, but there's so much value in winning those games because, let's be honest, if you want to be a playoff team, you want to win in the playoffs, and you want to get to your ultimate goal, you're going to have to win those games, and that's what division games and playoff games come down to.
All right, that's Mike McCarthy, the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network. NFL scout Brian Broaddus. I'm Ari Temkin. We'll be back in a moment as the Cowboys beat the Washington football team 27-20. You're listening to the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
People will always come and go in our lives.
No doubt, Cowboy Nation. We still setting up over here for the post-game show. Really appreciate everybody for tuning in. I really do appreciate each and every last one of you guys. Cowboys come out victorious. If your team won today, let me see W in the chat. If your team won today, let me see W in the chat. Or better yet, let me see 9-4 in the chat if your team won today. Let me see 9-4 because I know I get it. We want to win by a certain amount of points, but this game wasn't a game that when we look at it at the end of where we wanted to be at as relates to points, to our points. But our team won today, baby. That's all I wanted to say to y'all. It is what it is. I get it. We want things to happen a different way, but it don't matter. As long as you lifting that W today. If your team got that W, baby, let me see that W, baby. And that's what count the most. That what count the most, baby. Yeah, DC for life. Bittersweet game, though. Bittersweet. There are things that we're going to have to look at. W, 9-4. Yeah. And if the role was reversed, do y'all think that they will be happy right now? Do y'all think that the opposing teams will be like, yeah, they'll be happy right now. They'll be celebrating. They will be putting it all on the faces, the 4-letter, the 3-letter network. If the Cowboys lost today by 1 point, or if we lost by 30 points, they're going to come. They're going to hate. They're going to tell you guys that you suck, you're sorry, you haven't done anything for all of those years. So why not flip it? Let's reverse it. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, it's okay. It's okay to be precautious about a few things, right? It's okay to be angry, right? It's okay to have the expectations. And then you come short of the expectations. But the main thing is, but did you graduate? Did you finish? Did you complete the task? And the task at hand is that you had more points. You had more points than the opposing team when the end of the whistle hit, or when the clock run out, or the time expired. And regardless of the situation, when everything was all said and done, and everybody have to take the pads off, the Cowboys are going to go back in the history of time and say that they won this game on this particular day. And on top of that, some of y'all that's holding this team to such a higher standard than even in your everyday lives, do you compete in your journey, in your life, the same way that you are putting out there that you want the Cowboys to compete at? Are you being the fan that's competing at 1,000%? Or are you that fan that's competing only at 10%? Or are you that fan that only hang around his team when we win, and not that fan that hang around his team when we lose? I try to be Santa Claus over here. Santa Claus, straight from the ghetto. and at this point, the way some of y'all acting, I kind of glad that the Washington team scored a little bit more points at the end, so they can get some of you guys back into reality. Right? Come on, Cowboy Nation. Because some of y'all are going to be putting out those fake bravados. Some of y'all are going to be fake. But we won it, and we called it. Right? Appreciate you for the donations there, man. Thank you so much for your love and adulations. Eric Griffin. Cowboy fans are the worst winners. Can't enjoy it for a minute. Tear down players complaining about coaches. Good grief. I hate to harp on it, believe it or not. I hate to harp on it. I want us to win every game too. I want it to be pretty. I want it to be pretty. But man, can y'all just sit back and enjoy the moment? How many sacks D-Law had today? Yeah. Let me see if I can fix my audio, man. I thank y'all for battling through it with me on this audio thing. Yeah.
Last 6 games, 12 sacks.
Let's go, Cowboy Nation!
On the season, it's incredible.
Yeah.
He's got how many more games to play this year, and a chance at the record all time. Javon Curse, 14.5. That leads all rookies. But, you look at the rookie sack leaders.
Chargers losing.
This is a pretty good list of players that Micah Parsons is on par with right now. You've got Simeon Rice, 1996, 12.5 sacks. Reggie White, ever heard of him? 1985, 13 sacks.
Wears Super Bowl ring because of him.
Dwight Freeney, 13 sacks in 2002. Heard of him?
Shout out Eastside Harold.
Smith, we've heard of him. 14 sacks in 2011. And then Javon Curse, 14.5. So, you're talking about some Hall of Fame level players there. Those are the only guys so far that have more sacks in their rookie seasons other than Micah Parsons. With Brian Broaddus, I am Ari Temkin. The postgame show brought to you by Windstar World Casino and Resort, home to over 8,500 of your favorite electronic games, more than 1,000 table game seats, and 1,400 luxury hotel rooms. It's always a good time at Windstar World Casino and Resort, the casino of the Dallas Cowboys. When we come back, Brian, you talk all the time about something that I want to ask you about, because in this game I noticed something that you always talk about that I want to get to. But first, let's get to Brad Sham here on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network. And Brad, look, I mean, we kind of expected this when the season started, right? A dominant defensive performance and major question marks on offense.
Shout out to Brad, man.
No, don't leave me hanging.
Hall of
I
Famer.
want to know what that is that Brian always talks about.
Well, we'll get to that in a
What
second.
a great job you do on the radio every day.
Yeah, that's a no. Okay, Ari, sorry. Go ahead. Start over.
No worries. I mean, as expected, when the season started, we figured a dominant defensive performance and major question marks on offense,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what we all said. Yeah, look, they won the game, and so they've won 9 games, and it's going to be hard for them not to win the division now. They're going to have to try, but it looked like they were trying today. Great job by the defense, and they really did show up, and we just are seeing a glimmer of what they will be able to do when these guys, especially the guys up front, worked together a little bit more, and they needed every bit of it because the offense was just not good.
Brad, this is a hard question for me to ask you because you have a terrible seat in that stadium. I know that from being there. Okay,
right.
But do you feel like that Dak is not seeing the field well enough? And I'm not just talking about what happened on the pick 6, but just overall. Is there a little bit of a I'm not too sure what I'm seeing kind of thing going on with his game right now?
Sometimes. I thought he threw a couple today that just sailed.
Yeah.
The ball just went high.
Yeah.
There were a couple of times that what you just said is what it exactly looked like. Why did he throw there instead of there?
Right.
There were a few times where what he did looked really good.
Right.
And the things that bother me are the bad decisions.
Right.
And there was no reason to, from what I could tell, I always say there's a reason that coaches always talk about I need to go back and look at the tape, and I do. But on the interception to Holcomb, I don't think there was any need to throw that. And he threw one or two others during the day that were just not advisable throws. And at this stage of his development, I want him to not throw those balls anymore.
Yeah, they
I want him to not throw the balls that you say, why did you throw that? They're not all going to be complete.
Right.
Everything's not going to be a touchdown, but I'm troubled when we're worried about his decision making.
Yeah, I am too. He had the screen earlier that was he was holding the ball and it was cluttered in there and he just throws. I'm like, oh my gosh.
He threw it into the middle. What good can come of that throw?
Yeah. That's, again, the team wins. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know how many times, I don't know how many times he threw it, but there were maybe 3 or 4 of those, but those 3 or 4 can get you beat.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Did you hear anything about Tyron Smith?
Nothing definitive. They're all still mostly in the locker room. Christie did say that he was walking around okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Hopefully it was precautionary not to put him back in. He had the ankle before, and apparently it was the ankle and not his knee, which is good news.
It's good news.
So we'll see what can happen in a week, but hopefully that won't be too bad.
Brad, Dan Quinn and this defensive staff, though, it's one of those things where you always hear a coach speak and they say, oh, we like to put our players in position to make plays. This guy's living up to his word, right? I mean, that is a guy.
100%.
That guy, I mean, that defense is remarkably better because of him and AD and those guys, Joe Witt, George Edwards, all those guys, Harris. I mean, they are a better coached and playing better as a defense because of that.
No question in my mind that's right. Throughout the year, when we've asked players why, I'm talking about guys who were here before.
Right.
Why are you better? And they all say Quinn. And you're right to name all the rest of the guys on that staff because they're instrumental in that. And now you have Gregory playing like they envisioned when they drafted him, but like he's never really had the opportunity to play before. And then you throw in Parsons, who might be a pretty good player someday,
And, some broadcaster told me he saw him at Penn State. I didn't believe the guy. I just kind of waved it off with my hand. I'm like,
you might want to listen to that guy. He might every now and then know what he's saying.
Absolutely.
Can't draft an off-ball linebacker like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No. And I thought Gallimore looked very good today.
Yes.
And so yeah, there was a lot of good going on, and then these games psychologically are just so tenuous.
Yes.
They all, you get into this happens and that happens, and the psychology of it is so fragile. But yes, you're right, Brian. Those guys, those coaches that you mentioned, they've made a huge difference, and they have done exactly what you said, and which to me is the absolute, like Jason Garrett would say, line one of coaching, and that is put the players in a position to succeed, and I believe he's done that.
If you could advise Dak Prescott, let's say you're the quarterback's coach, the offensive coordinator here, what would you say to Dak?
Play better. I mean, if I'm not qualified to do that.
He only finds players. Brad finds players. He doesn't coach players.
I find players.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you? I just have to tell you. I think it was the early '80s, and they were playing a game. It was the year after Darrell Green was drafted, and we were in Canton having dinner, coaches, scouts, some media. There may have been a libation, and Tex Schramm was still mad that they hadn't drafted Darrell Green, and he got into it with Ermal Allen, who was a former Bear Bryant assistant, who was Landry's quality control guy. And now I think they both possibly had one more than they needed, and Tex was mad, and he said, "You can't pass a player like Darrell Green." And Ermal Allen said, he used a kind of a politically incorrect word, meaning he is way too small. Mm-hmm. And what are we supposed to do with him? And Schramm said, "That's a coaching problem." and that's exactly what was going on here, Brian. I'll find them for you. What you do with them is a coaching problem.
You got that right, Brad.
Thank you, Brad. Safe travels, buddy.
Yeah. Okay, boys. Have a good one.
You too, bud.
Yeah.
Brad Shab joining us here on the Dallas Cowboys
Mighty
Radio
Brad,
Network. Cowboys 27, Washington football team 20 with Brian Broaddus. I'm Ari Temkin. Brian, something he says all the time, I want to ask you your thoughts, because I think in this game they got away from it. We'll get into that in a moment. First, Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
No doubt, Cowboy Nation. Oh, my goodness, man. Y'all know how this thing goes. A win is a win is a win is a win. Zeke did run tough today. Hey, Zeke threw them hands today, too. He threw them hands, didn't he? Didn't Zeke throw them hands earlier? He threw one of them, threw a punch. I hope the NFL don't look back at him and be like, hey, we're going to try to suspend you now for a game, Y'all know how this thing go. Yeah.
Huh? How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys, boy? Huh? How about them Cowboys, huh? Oh, that was easy money. That was easy money.
They got a Cowboy head to speak. They got a jersey for everybody.
Ain't no like to nothing. Give my money, y'all. Give my money. Everybody thought, come on, man. The Deadskins? Come on, give my money, every dollar, every cent, every penny. Give me my money now. I'm paying when we get home. What the hell wrong with you? What? I ain't bring no money with me, man. Bro, stop playing, bro. You already knew we would come here, man. Give my money, I haven't got my money. You knew we were coming to Detroit. You, man. Arby, what's your... You do it all the time, what? What the hell? Stop trying to be like me. What the hell wrong with this boy? What you, Arby? You don't give my money. Stop playing. I ain't got it. Bro, I'm not playing. Give him my money right now.
Give him his money.
Give my money. Listen, I can't give you nothing I ain't got.
Cash out.
I got you when we go home, bro. But what team? That's because you keep buying these jerseys to teams you don't even rep for real. Give my money. Stop playing Cowboys and listen. We serious business. Come on, bro. Arby, give me my money now. Bro, I ain't got no money. Well, okay, if I slap your lips and swell them up, what you gonna do then?
Slap them.
I kind of wish you would, because I know I ain't paying. Bro, stop playing. Give me that, Arby. Stop playing. I'm gonna pay you when I get home. What you scamming and spending money on all these women or something? Man, don't worry about what I do with my money. Man, stop playing. Give my money. Hey,
give him his money.
Please, tell me. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
Look at him. Look, we 9 games. We guarantee NFC East, guaranteed playoff spot. It might be a bye first round. Why you don't be like this when y'all lose, man? Man, I'm the same person. Ain't nothing changed about me. Ain't nothing changed about me. Just
get him right, baby.
Oh my God, the defense is amazing.
Amazing.
We got the #1 defense in the league. We don't?
Get these same energy next week.
No, brother. I know one energy you finna get my goddamn money. Stop playing.
Give that man his money.
Stop.
Man, all them times you ain't never played
I don't care nothing about that. Give my money, man. Stop playing.
I got you, bro.
No, you don't.
That's what I do.
Brother, you don't. Arby, give my money, man.
Get that man his money.
Hey,
Wayne, what you want me to do, bro?
Well, goddamn, I don't care what you do.
What you want me to do?
Hit the block, but nigga, I don't care what you do. Just give them money, bro. The Cowboys season, huh? Don't play with that. Everybody been talking, everybody ain't been walking. It's Cowboys. And everybody been playing. Tomorrow we go for our team every year, and this ain't no game, and everybody want to ignore it.
I can't believe you really believe that. Like,
man, brother.
Dead serious.
Yeah, hell, don't you believe it?
No.
Give that man his money.
You don't got the same spunk in you. I feel you made a mistake this year bet against the Cowboys. You buying all these goddamn jerseys and ain't got no money. You broke, man.
Kind of right.
Yeah, man. You make 6 figures a year. You broke. What you doing with your money?
Yeah, bet the wrong person.
No, you keep betting against them boys. Hey, man. Did we say we gonna pay up on time from now on, man? Did we say that?
Yep.
Man,
I'm gonna pay you, Wayne. Just pay me when we
brother,
get to
no,
it.
you gonna figure out how to pay me now, bro. I will go. You wanna go to 18? You ain't got
Wayne, what you want me to do?
Man,
the money's home.
Man, I don't care, brother.
When we get home, I'm gonna pay you time we get home.
No, because then I'm gonna want interest. And my interest rate is ridiculous.
Give him his
My interest
money.
rate ridiculous. I charge interest by the hour.
No.
Man, give my money, man. Why you listen, man? Why you wanted to call it off? You want to stop betting on the Cowboys and betting against us?
No.
Just say it.
No.
Are we
to start betting?
Are we the best team in the league?
No.
Huh?
Heck no.
Who better than us? Who
better than us, baby?
How about them Cowboys, boy? How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Put down, how about them Cowboys?
Everybody know, everybody feeling, everybody scared because it's really happening. It's happening. God prepared a table in the presence of our enemies. And it's happening in everybody's face.
I can't believe you really beat
That was on a 4-win winning streak, and we stopped. Everybody thought this was going to be the game to turn us around. And some games offense, some games defense. No, we got number one defense in the league. And you sitting around here, man, your hood don't even go with that jersey. That hood is beige, and your jersey is white. And you ain't got no money sitting around here broke and giving all the money to women.
There you go.
Got money.
How about them Cowboys? Say it one more time for me.
Man, I pay, brother. Don't y'all pay you when I pay you?
Man, why you running down on me? Because I left my money home.
Because this the America's way. I could be late.
I ain't never not paid you one time.
Man, one time too many, bro. Sitting here broke, sitting there looking disgusted. Don't gave you all your money to women. Now you can't even pay a real Cowboy fan. How about it? That's right. This is season to be jolly. $1 looking stupid, boy. Start buying every jersey, but I ain't got no money. I don't get it. How about them Cowboys, boy? How about
This is America, Jack.
And we're both with United Ag and Turf.
Yeah. So y'all check out my guy, man, Country Wayne and things, man. I'm gonna send his IG page over here. Be sure to go over there, man, and hit him up on the IG page. Check out his content. He's a diehard Cowboy fan. Check out Country Wayne on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, as well as the IG page, man. I don't know if he's on Twitter, but he's everywhere, man. And that guy is basically the person that he's talking to is basically the haters that we see. You know what I'm saying? They got a jersey for every single team we go up against. Although that's a skit, I love it because every week the hater always got a different jersey. You might as well call that guy Jerome. You know what I'm saying? Country Wayne. Funny boy, yeah, Pickle Rick, yeah, y'all check out his content, man. Y'all check him out.
Up and winning it ugly. Brian Broaddus, the Super Bowl winning NFL scout. I am Ari Tepkin. Cowboys win. That's the good news. They're 9-4, and now the football team and the Eagles are both 6-7.
6-7.
Cowboys, I believe, now
Appreciate
are 3-0 in the NFC East.
That's true.
They've beaten each of the NFC East opponents 3 times. Now they've got 3 more games against each of them, plus the Cardinals for the final 4 games of the season. Post-game show brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, a store of top brands like Adidas, Shimano, Rawlings, Columbia, all at guaranteed low prices like you've never seen. Visit them in-store or academy.com.
Y'all check this out, too.
Brian, you talk.
If we win next week, or excuse me, when we win next week, we clinch the division, right? Do we clinch the division when we win next week?
Cowboys were on the verge of doing that in this game.
I thought so. They were, yeah, absolutely. They were on the way. You know, if they could have come down with a couple of those interceptions and stuff like that, the way that the football team was, you know, they weren't functioning well. The quarterback looked rattled.
Let's make some correction. So Perez says, Law, stop denying that Dak has played pathetic. All right, so let's do this. Dak Prescott didn't play to the level that we want him to play at, right? Now what you want? You want a cookie? What do you want? What you want the Cowboys to do a knee-jerk situation and bench Dak Prescott? What are the solutions to this for him to continue to play, to work out whatever is going on? That's the solution. You know, there are going to be times, Cowboy Nation, that not everybody's going to play up to the level that you want them to play. But at the end of the day, we're sitting at 9-4. 9-4, let that sink in. It's given that Dak Prescott had a horrible game. It's given that maybe, just maybe, the offensive coordinator didn't draw up the best plays possible. But we're 9-4. But if you want to pin the issue only on Dak Prescott, then I get it. But what else from here? What's your next move? It's week 15 right now. We heading into week 15. Right? So we won this game. We won this game. Now, it would be a different story. It would be a different tune if we were 4-9 and we were sitting there looking at this quarterback playing the way that he's playing behind his team and with the defense doing their job. Then I would tell everybody, hey, Cowboy Nation, now it's time to move on. We're 4-9. It's time for us to rest this guy, maybe bring in a veteran quarterback to see what he can do. But right now, Cowboy Nation, we're 9-4.
Dallas didn't take nearly enough. Not nearly. Didn't take advantage of that at all.
We're 9-4.
You go out there and you get the points you do, but it could have been a lot worse. That's destroying someone's will to compete. That's lining up and kicking somebody's ass running the football, or when they're playing soft coverage, just chunk play after chunk play after chunk play. The quarterback wasn't good. Your line wasn't good.
Right.
Your running back, your best running back was inactive today. Your other running back tries to play when he's banged up, because he believes he needs to be out there, but he's struggling. There's things along the way. I mean, the Cowboys defense played. I think they took Washington's will to compete. The offense didn't do that.
Right, and it basically left
the door open for him.
Left the door open for him.
Yeah, it left the door open for him. Like the defense shouldn't have that 7 points, that pick six will be on their that'll be on their ledger for points.
Right.
That'll be on their ledger, for points allowed. I mean, you think about it, they did a pretty damn good job today of really shutting down the football team to the point where, look at the dominance. We talk about Neville Gallimore, and I'm not talking about, it's
listen up.
What he did, he hurt two guys on one play. That's a dominant player who just finds a way to overpower the center and and then knocks him into the quarterback, hurts both those guys. And I'm not cheering for injury, but that's destroying someone's will right there, to compete when you see stuff like that. And, that's the kind of stuff that this defense, I'm really happy to see him do this way, because I'm really happy for Dan and these coaches. But this offense needs to figure something out real fast. And it needs to start with the quarterback, though, too.
877-881-1053. That's the number if you want to get into the postgame show. 877-881-1053. Let's talk to Reginald in Denton. Go ahead, Reginald. You're on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network. Go ahead, Reginald.
Yeah, Reginald, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to think it's a great win. Defense is right where they need to be. And I just think once the offense gets a few key pieces together, then we'll be ready for, down the field with the playoffs and on into the big game if we can get it there.
What are the few key pieces the offense needs to get together?
I just think as a whole, they're not communicating well. Quarterback, Dak love them. Receivers, dropping passes and still. So I think we just need to get them on point, communicating. That's what I see. Communication is off. And so that's what I like to see them get is to be able to communicate better.
No doubt.
Appreciate the phone call, Reginald.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the pieces coming back, they're not a healthy team. Their quarterback's not playing with a whole hell of a lot of confidence right now. Dak's usually a guy.
Yep.
I mean, even some of the times, we yell about running and stuff like that. I'm really glad he ran to get that, to get the
But that's a design run when it comes to decision making.
Well,
right?
he had a guy in the flat.
Okay,
he could have got that ball to the flat, but he threw a pick six the last time he did that. So he probably felt, hey, just go run and get down here.
Go get there.
Yeah, your quarterback. That's your team right there, though. When this offense is really humming along, that quarterback's humming along. And he's not. Mechanically, he looks bad. I don't think he's seeing the field all that well. People are tweeting at me about, does he pre-snap? I don't think it's all pre-snap. I think there's stuff that he just is not seeing the right way. And, are people doing something different? I'll ask. But I think it's more about when he drops back, he's just not understanding where certain people are going to be, And I don't think Dak's preparation is poor, but man, the last several weeks, it just has not been where it needs to be as far as, making the good decisions. Brad Sham said that the best. When he threw that ball in the middle of all that clutter with the screen and all that, I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
There's stuff that he's got away with. Hell, Heineke got away with some stuff today. That just shows you when quarterbacks are making bad decisions, but you got to make them pay. And football team didn't make you pay.
No doubt.
And, except for the pick six. But, you needed to make them pay, too.
And look, the defense is fun. It's been a long time since the Cowboys have had a fun defense like this to watch. But make no mistake about it, for the Cowboys to win a Super Bowl and to get there,
they need Dak to play well.
They cannot have the offense that we've seen these last few weeks, especially in this game.
Yeah.
The offense, this offense isn't getting you anywhere in the postseason. 877-881-1053. Let's talk with Mike in Oklahoma City. Go ahead, Mike. You're on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
Hey, guys. Tolo in Oklahoma City.
Thank you.
Want to talk about Dak, obviously, and even erase the pick six. It's concerning watching him, his confidence, and it's not just his. It seems like the play caller's confidence in him on, 3rd and 5s. They're running 1 yard out routes with the running back.
Throw it to the flat,
10, wide receiver screens, and the defense is jumping it.
Yep.
It's almost like they're not letting him drop back and cut loose for fear of, as you're saying, his decision-making and ability to read.
Appreciate the phone call. I mean,
no, I think that's exactly where this needs to go. If you got to figure out really what Dak will tell you that no, my confidence is not shaken and all that. He'll say all that, but there are things that he is absolutely not. He's just not comfortable doing, and I wonder if he's not comfortable with the offensive line and all the problems they've had there. I wonder if he's not comfortable with the running back situation. But you're right, though. Some of those passes, your 3rd and 5, he throws in the flat for no yards.
Yeah, it was a
bro,
weird one.
I mean, what's going on there? You got, Amari Cooper will go out there and catch a 5-7 yard pass before you get a first down. Throw it there. Don't be throwing the ball to Corey Clement in the flat and hoping for the best.
Right.
Heck, there was the run that's the pass they threw to CeeDee Lamb that CeeDee had to get a first down on, got about 12 yards on. That was kind of a long. I mean, CeeDee with a great effort. I just don't see a very confident player right now, and that's never something been about Dak Prescott.
Well, and against a defense that's been susceptible to the big play down the field.
Yep.
Brian Broaddus, I'm Ari Temkin. Postgame show brought to you by Miller Lite, the
Appreciate
only
you,
beer
B-Wee.
of the Dallas Cowboys. It's Miller time. When we return, Micah Parsons went all Bachman-Turner overdrive and told Pam Oliver, "You ain't seen nothing yet." You're listening to the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear that interview by Parsons, Cowboy Nation. Really appreciate you guys for jumping in. Let's look at the box scores. Appreciate you, B-Wee, for your donations there. He says Dak is playing strange. Never does he make so many mental mistakes in previous years. He'll get right. I believe in number 4. That's from B-Wee. Appreciate you for your love and adulations there, B-Wee. For this team and not just for this team, but for Dak Prescott. All right, so he was 22 for 39 for 211 yards, average 5.4 yards per throw. That is below average as it relates to yards per pass. The league average is like 6.5, close to 7 yards per throw. So by him being at 5.4, that's not a good look. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and I believe this 4 sacks by Dak Prescott or on Dak Prescott. Ezekiel Elliott, 12 carries for 45 yards, 3.8 yards per average. Clement, 13 carries for 44 yards. Not bad for him. Coming in, he looked like he was aggressive. He looked like he was hungry. 3.4 yards per rush. I think I said this in my earlier film assessment when we did the big threes, what have you. I said early in the games we would like to see CeeDee Lamb on an end around or getting the ball in space to him. And he had 2 of those plays for 15 yards. That's 7.5 yards per attempt. I don't know about you guys, but the Cowboys need to exhibit this play a little bit more of getting the ball involved with CeeDee Lamb earlier in the game. Maybe it's tossed to the left, tossed to the right, so that CeeDee Lamb can get activated. And speaking of that, CeeDee Lamb once again was your primary target, 7 receptions for 61 yards. Michael Gallup had 5 receptions for 60. Amari Cooper, he did his magic with 5 receptions for 51. We would like to see these 3 get involved a little bit more. They did play cover 4, which means that they give you the underneath. I think the Cowboys didn't draw up any plays that can design to get you that. This should have been a game, to me, in my opinion, in their cover 4. This should have been a good Dalton Schultz game, and it just seems that it wasn't that. On the pick 6 that Dak Prescott threw, it was heading towards Dalton Schultz. He was wide open. Hopefully, when I look at the film, I can see what was probably in the mind of Dak Prescott. But from what I was able to see from the broadcasting view, I mean, come on. That was one of the plays that he would have to step up and improve on. Throwing on the run for Dak Prescott used to be the money plays. But like they said, it seems as if, though, maybe he's battling through something, and I don't know what it is. All right, Jordan Lewis, he led the team in solo tackles, and he had 6 total tackles. Parsons just been a monster, man. 2 sacks and 1 tackle for loss, and I believe, did he have a fumble? Did he force the fumble? That was D-Law that forced that fumble, right? Yeah, 2 tackles for loss for D-Law and 1 sack. Man, that's amazing, Cowboy Nation. Man, that's amazing, Cowboy Nation. Let me see what y'all saying. We can't bench him. That would be dumb. That's a horrible solution. Yeah, if you can't bench your starting quarterback. You got to play this thing out and work it through. Whatever it is at this point, that's the horse you rode in on. If you're talking about benching your starting quarterback right now at this point of the season, that's foolish talking right there. You got $75 million in this man per year, I believe, especially for this year. You roll that out, and then you say, okay, what can I do to get things going? How can I call a better game plan? What plays do you feel more comfortable doing? What is your issue with the deep passes? You see, you got to really slow this thing down. And let's not forget the Washington team coming off of a 4-game winning spree. They're red hot in their own building. Yeah, they may be ranked 30th or 25th or something like that in pass defense. But they did pretty well in coverage as it relates to over the top in this game. I haven't seen one quarterback or team be perfect this year. With this defense, we can beat anyone in the playoff. Dak will get better, bigger picture. This is from Moses Mack. Appreciate you. Just like that, Moses. Appreciate you. We got some things that we got to be better in, of course, But let's not fold up like a lawn chair. Shout out to you, Cowboys Sports Report. You says, Law, my super chat was good. Let me see if we can find your super chat. Thank you so much, man. I try to get to everybody's super chat. Appreciate you. Whoever saw my Friday video, I predicted 6 sacks and 4 takeaways. Our defense in the postseason is ready, but won't go far if Dak doesn't get his game together. Yeah, I mean, now that, look, this is the thing. Hear me out, Cowboy Nation. And shout out to you, Cowboy Sports Report. The defense looking like they're heading right into the direction that we want them to be. Right? Now, like I said before, we've seen teams rally behind their defense and win one, right? Nick Foles coming to mind. Oh, excuse me, as well as Joe Flacco and Brad Johnson. And I'm not saying that Dak Prescott is that person. Even if you go back and look at the rookie, not the rookie, because he wasn't a rookie. But if you look at the earlier of the years of Ben Roethlisberger and also Russell Wilson, those guys got Super Bowls. They haven't been back since then. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? Let's go. Let's listen then to 105.3 The Fan.
Plantar fascia and now Tyrod Smith. It's football. It's the nature of the beast. It is a sport with a 100% injury rate. You're going to get hurt if you play this game. And that's what the Cowboys are going through right now.
With this rivalry, it always reminds me, like how special it really is with the football team. And when I was growing up, it seemed like the same 5 offensive linemen played the whole year. it was never in the NFL. It was like it was so strange. Nobody ever seemed to get hurt like we get hurt now. I mean, you get Tyron Smith back and you miss him for some games, and then he's hurt again, and then it's just a never-ending thing. And those offensive linemen, they're as tough as they are. I mean, when bodies are on the ground and stuff, and they get rolled up on, and the Cowboys, this is the last thing they need. They don't need another. Oh, well, Tyron's going to be out. We're going to have to rest him another 2-3 weeks. They just don't need that, because that's, I think, some of the biggest questions they have about their offense is what's going on with that offensive line. And then how about as a texter brings up on the text line, is Lyle Collins going to get suspended now, being his history with the league? He threw a punch that got him thrown out of this game.
Yeah,
he did throw a punch, yeah. Sure did.
Lord,
and
history matters here.
Yeah,
with the NFL and punishments.
I would. You know what? That's a very good text, and I would be wondering the same thing right now. That would be something that would be a concern, because he clearly threw a punch on that sideline. He did.
Geico, great news. There's a quick way you could save money. Switch to Geico. Go to geico.com, and in 15 minutes, you could save 50% or more on car insurance. After the game, Micah Parsons was able to chat with Pam Oliver. Here's the audio.
Let's listen to good old Micah.
Mike, I'm sure you're not totally happy with the way that ball game went. You guys had a big lead, squandered it. What should Dallas learn about closing out opponents?
That we got to do a better job of finishing. I mean, it's the NFL. We can't let anyone back in the game like that. So all around, we got to control the ball better and, getting off the field and not letting up. And we just got to get better for next week.
A lot of what we saw today is getting those guys back and just with you guys, the force that you could possibly be. What are you thinking about in terms of just how great that group can be?
Oh, man, it could be extremely great. I think everyone saw a glimpse of it. Everybody got a piece of the cake today, and I'm really excited about what we could do to go forward. I mean, it's only going to get better from here. It was our first time filling each other out game back, so next week is just going to keep coming and coming. More packages, more varieties of ways to get into the quarterback.
I use the word great. That's something that you've said when we've talked to you in production meetings and things like that. You're not interested in being good, or you're interested in being great. Just to be a rookie and to have that mindset, just tell me how you came about that.
As a kid, I had a brother and a sister, and they used to always beat me down. So, I mean, I kind of built the mindset of always just trying to fight back and beat them. And I think that just instilled this competition in me that I always just wanted to be great. I never want to lose. And I think people who don't understand the object of just being a winner, it's not good people to be around.
Yeah, I agree. Congratulations to you, and thanks.
Of course.
Okay.
Great Micah Parsons there. Defensive Rookie of the Year, perhaps the Defensive Player of the Year of the National Football League. He's a monster. There's just no other way to say it. He's a maniac. 12 sacks in his first 13 NFL games, and brought us 9.5 sacks now in the last 6 games. And I can't help but think about what he said there to Pam, which is, quote, next week is just going to keep coming and coming, more packages, more varieties of ways to get to the quarterback. Basically, BTO, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, and that's the thing that they're going to make it very difficult. Dan Quinn and this defensive staff is going to make it very difficult on offensive coordinators to have to game plan and scheme. All of a sudden, if you have to deal with, with Randy Gregory, or you have to deal with Tank Lawrence, or you have to deal with Neville Gallimore, or you have to deal with Micah Parsons, and then now incorporate some, get ready. I mean, we've seen guys like Curse and people like that come on blitzes too as well. So now all of a sudden you've got teams trying to say, okay, we're going to slide protection towards Parsons. Oh, now you saw what Quinn did. He singled up Parsons on a back. That's what you got to do, man. That's the things that's the brilliance of the NFL. If you got a back that has to block Micah Parsons, I don't care. I mean, that's going to be a win for the Cowboys right there.
No
that's game planning. That's scheming. Those are the kinds of things you're going to get going forward.
Well, and traditionally, if you've got what you would consider a traditional edge, right? You have more opportunities as an offense to game plan to stop that edge, right? I mean, you've got a premier edge rusher in the NFL. You can double team him. You can do things to sort of bring attention that way. You can't do that with Micah Parsons. He's lining up all over the field. He's lining up on the left side, the right side, the middle. You don't know if he's coming on a blitz, and this is sort of the question about, well, should they make him a full-time edge rusher? Should they make him a full-time pass rusher? No, because he's so much more valuable when you can't game plan to stop him by breaking double teams, by doing things that you can traditionally do against great pass rushers.
You slide the protection his way, you're leaving somebody one-on-one. If you're going to try and double him, chip him, then if he doesn't get home, then he's taking an extra blocker with him, and that's the beauty of that. And now you get Tank getting home, Gallimore getting home. Oso Odighizuwa had a couple of really good rushes today. I saw Tristan Hill get in there a couple of different times.
He was held.
Yeah. So, those are the kinds of things you just gotta keep building on. And I wouldn't be surprised, like you say, slot blitzes, safety blitzes. They're gonna get some guys open and available in space one-on-one and make it work.
877-881-1053 is the number. 877-881-1053. Let's talk with Caesar in New Mexico. Go ahead, Caesar. You're on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
Hey, guys. Just a couple of quick questions. One, I was just wondering if Dak's shoulder is still bothering him since we're not taking any deep shots down the field. Two, since Zeke is hurt and he's not 100% and Pollard's out, what's going on with Rico Dowdle? And just three, if you guys still think we're contenders in the NFC. Thanks. I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah, I think you're still contenders. You got to, with the defense, you're always going to be a contender now. The way that they're playing a lot better though. You got to get the offensive stuff figured out. I haven't asked about Rico Dowdle. I'll ask about that. I don't know that one off the top of my head. Dak, they tell us that the shoulder's not been a problem. They say the calf has not been a problem. I think the problem with Dak Prescott is his eyes. I think that's really what the problem is.
Between the ears?
I don't know if it's between the ears. I don't know. I mean, it's just
technically the eyes are between the ears, but I get what you're saying.
But it's what he sees.
Right.
It's what he's seeing, and I think there's some throws that, his decision. Now, if you want to say between the ears on the decision-making part of it.
Right.
But I have not got anybody to tell me, hey, we're giving him a day off to rest a shoulder. Hey, we're giving him a day off to rest his calf.
Don't you think sometimes when you if a guy has an issue with some injury, like you could tell on the film they're favoring something, there's nothing that I've seen that looks like that.
He just doesn't look sure.
Right.
He does not look confident enough to say, okay, I'm going to throw the ball here. Now, I say that, and then he rips a throw down the middle of the field in the New Orleans game, and CeeDee Lamb makes a great catch. And you're going, okay, hey, here we go. But when things start to go bad, he can't pull himself out of that ditch. And that's why I said when they go no huddle, it tends to work better for him because it's about the feel and it's about how he's playing, and he's getting a little bit of rhythm playing that way.
All right, let's hear what Dak Prescott had to say after this game with Brian Broaddus. I am Ari Temkin. Cowboys win. They beat the Washington football team 27-20. They're 9-4 now and in firm control of the NFC East. Dallas Cowboys football will continue in a moment.
Becky Hammond on being the first woman to coach
Cowboy
in
Nation.
the NBA.
What if it's no big?
No doubt. All right, let's see what my guy Louis T had to say. Let me see how we.
Tom is back. He's injured again, done for the season. Okay, we get Tyler Larson back. He's done for the season again. And Terry's out now. This is an offense that already doesn't have explosiveness. Well, Terry's gone. He's not coming back next week. I can assure you of that. All right. We are in trouble. All of a sudden now, the Eagles, that's a game that I didn't even bat an eye. We're going to beat the Eagles. If the defense plays the way they've been playing, we should be able to neutralize their offense and give ourselves a chance. But their defense in Philadelphia, it's not.
I'm trying to send them a.
It's not Dallas's defense. That's for damn sure. But who the hell are we going to put on the field? What if Charles Leno can't go?
I just messaged him. Tell him send me the invite link.
What happens if Keith Ishmael has something happen to him? Like, I mean, we are in a really.
Let me see what he say. I see
spot.
Elroy Casey over there. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's see if he gonna send me. Just tweet it to me.
Johnson thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it.
Just tweet it.
Whites.
Tweet it.
Where the hell is Curtis Samuel and WJ3 equals trash? I don't subscribe to the latter half of that comment. I didn't think he did anything wrong today. But what did the Cowboys do to William Jackson III to say he's trash?
DM.
Again, that pass interference penalty might have been the worst call that went against us this season, and we've had a ton of them. I mean, because
he uses StreamYards. It was StreamYards
at the top of the list of really bogus calls that went against us.
He can send me that invite.
One that was worse than the pass interference. And Michael Gallup has the nerve to get up like, oh yeah, that wasn't pass interference. That was good defense. Trayvon Diggs on Terry McLaurin down the field was more pass interference than that was.
All right. I thought he said no excuses.
I don't know where you get that from. Now, as far as Curtis Samuel, I just asked the same question. I literally just asked the same question. Got on my soapbox for a second and said, why is he here? If we're not going to use 10, why is he even active?
All right, let me see if he gonna ever send me that link.
I mean, the man literally played today, and I for all I know, he could have re-aggravated something and didn't play in the second half. I wouldn't have noticed because he doesn't touch the ball.
All right, this is what we gonna do.
So I wouldn't be able to tell
think he
you
gonna send me
even
that link.
if he did leave the game. You know why? Because I don't even know when he's in the game because we never get it to him.
I want y'all to go to his page and say, send Law that link. DM Law that link.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you.
It's on his YouTube page. Y'all go there. I'm waiting.
Came here after I saw you on Laws Live. Had to. Dallas defense really showed up this game. Offense was suspect, but we needed the dub, and you got it. The offense, again, it was good enough to get you by today.
All right. So y'all go over there and raid his page. I got the little link right there.
Right. Like Dak doesn't throw that pick six. You're probably gonna win this game 20. It was 27-14. You probably win this game 27-14.
Yeah.
Let's call it a spade. Let's keep it a buck. There's some change.
Yeah.
All right, let's call a spade a spade. We're not scoring again. You know, if you just punt right there, we're not scoring again. But that said, your defense was the difference in the game.
Defense was
literally, we couldn't do anything. At one point, it crossed my mind, even though I kept telling the mob, we're going to make this thing interesting. Like, this isn't going to end
y'all over there.
Like, Ron Rivera doesn't get blown out in November and December. We're going to make this interesting.
That's my guy, though.
It crossed my mind, like midway through the third, we might get shut out in this game. Like, it really did legitimately cross my mind. It was a fleeting thought. I was like, no way. We're going to get something. Like,
y'all some real ones, baby. I see y'all over there in the chat.
And then we get the big play. But it crossed my mind for a second. We might get shut out of this game. Like, you guys were that dominant defensively.
This is what I'm going to do.
So,
this is what I'm going to do.
Hats off to your defense. I mean, they were the difference in this game.
I'm going to.
Without a doubt. Got another super chat here.
All right. This is what we're going to do.
Let's see.
I'm going to let this clock count down for 5 minutes. And he don't respond.
Got a super chat here from Kevin. The P.
Y'all said the donations over to that man.
Appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MLBB, who writes,
if he hit,
we have
if he hit 3 minutes and he don't respond, then I'm done. You know,
we lost early because
he'll read the super chat.
The football. I think they really love Charles Leno Jr. at left tackle.
All right.
I think he's a serviceable left tackle. Like, you can get by with him. Same
thing with
Cornelius Lucas at right tackle. Like, you can get by with
I know
Cornelius
you see that.
Lucas,
I know I see all of y'all saying
law. Difference makers out there. You know, I would like to invest. Like, Sam Cosmi is, I think, the future at right tackle. I don't know if he's a left tackle in this league. I need him to stay healthy first and foremost, but you can't do anything about injuries, right? So, thanks. It's so frustrating.
He's skipping over those super chats.
You have the kind of players that we have, and we have the kind of success we have. It leads to
y'all some real ones over here.
A false sense of we're good on the offensive line. Like, I think they want to re-sign Charles Leno Jr. I think that would be a mistake. Unless you're getting him on another 1 year, $7 million deal like they did this past year. It's like 1 year, $5 million.
All right, man. 3 minutes hit. I'm going to leave it alone now.
I would prefer that you draft a tackle, and it could be like another guy in the second round like they did with Sam Cosmi.
Yep.
But I think you can do better. I think we've settled on the offensive line. Like, Eric Flowers is cool. I don't think he's like dominant, right?
I ain't gonna rub it in on him. I'm gonna actually give Washington fans
Chase Rouillet. One of those.
I'm gonna give him some love though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk bad.
But now you're seeing.
I ain't gonna troll him, man.
Tyler Larson got blown up on the play that he broke his ankle. He got steamrolled. We saw Wes Schweitzer against the Broncos get steamrolled. That never happens to Chase Rouillet.
All right, one more minute.
So, yeah, we're our O-line has depth. But I don't know if
he blocked y'all?
I told you,
okay.
We don't have dogs up front. I've said that for a long time. We don't have dogs. We've got, really quality, serviceable offensive linemen. But in order to be dominant in the run game like a lot of you want to be, you got to have, better guys up front. And I just think we're okay. I don't think we're great. So All
right.
Let's see. We got another super chat. And I thought not being able to run the football definitely hurt us today, for sure. Got another super chat. This one is from Ishmael Benitez. Thank you for the super chat, Ishmael Benitez. Greatly appreciate you. Ishmael writes, lost for words, Lou. This is what happens when you...
Oh, my God, man. Shout out to Louis T, man. He's still my guy. I know it could be a hard, painful loss for him. And then, coming back all the way, down by only one score at the end, that could be, devastating. And he probably don't want to talk about it right now. Shout out to Louis T, and congratulations to him and his family. But, all right, so we're going to get back to our program over here. I thought I can at least, he can send me the link because it's StreamYard. StreamYard, you can send that link at any time. But I appreciate everybody for waiting.
You're only scoring, 6 points in the second half? It's not acceptable. We've got to be better than that in the latter part of the year, obviously, as you get ready to go play better teams, play division, play in the playoffs.
You talked to us about getting that connection back with your receivers after all these misses.
Dak Prescott talking right now.
Relative to where you want it to be.
I've got to go back and look at it. Tough to just say it raw without watching the tape, but we can always be better. Every throw, every rep, every play is is a process, and it's experience. It's something that we can get better, regardless if it's completed, regardless if we feel good about the way that it happened. We can be better.
What did you see on that fourth quarter interception, and how did that play break down the way it did?
At the end of the day, I've got to take the sack. Don't put the ball in harm's way, and that's the bottom line. Honestly, no excuse for that. Period.
Dak, when you got shoved out of bounds, what happened on that play, and what was your reaction when you see Zeke and Lyle standing up for you like that?
Yeah, obviously I'm rolling. I'm just trying to make a play. Felt like it was close on the call. Turned back to look at the ref and just saw a lot going on. Can't say that I saw details or know exactly what happened, but obviously respect and love the fact that my teammates standing up for me, and that's just how all of us feel about one another. That's just not them protecting me, but that's how any of us would protect any of our brothers and our teammates in that position. So, thankful for those guys, and that.
You guys got the game, but you do understand why people outside look and say, what's wrong with y'all? That's how y'all won early.
Yeah.
And now it seems like they're disjointed out of sync.
Appreciate y'all for the donations.
Yeah, as I said, we've created these high expectations and high standards, and we have them for ourselves. So, just as much as the outside world isn't pleased, we're not. I guarantee we care a whole lot more than the outside world about what we're doing. I know I do. I know the guys on the field and the coaches do. So, as I said, all of this we can get better and we can learn from, and it's much better to do that in a winning setting.
Now, how hard is it to come on the road and play a division game on the road? Like, it seems a lot of fans here win like the
Yeah, it's tough. It's a division game. Any division game is tough. A team that you play twice a year. Got to suit up against this team in 2 weeks. But coming into their place, whether it's here, New York, or Philly, all of those are tough road games. As you just said, our fans did a great job of traveling, of staying into the game, of chanting, being there, supporting us. Felt good, but it feels great to get a win.
We haven't clinched anything yet, but with a lot of seasons going down to the wire as far as whether you win the division or not, opening up a 3-game lead here with 4 left, how does that leave you guys in having
4 more games, baby?
Yeah, obviously we're putting ourselves in good position, but we just want to continue to get better, game in and game out, heading into this playoff race to make sure that we're playing our best ball when we need to. And as I said, it was a struggle on offense, and we weren't exactly executing the way that we want to, especially late in the game. But it's better, as I said, in a winning effort. And some of the things are just simple decision-making by me, and I'll clean those up. So, as long as we're heading on the winning track and heading into the tournament, we'll get it right.
Have you talked to Lyle since the injection, and did you say anything to him directly just about the way he responded?
Yeah, of course. I just told him appreciate it. Told him right there at the moment as they're taking him out of the game. Told him how I felt about him as a brother and as a teammate, and then just reiterated that in the locker room.
No doubt.
All right, there is Dak Prescott talking about this 27-20 win over the Washington football team. The postgame show brought to you by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's official pizza
ingredients,
of your
better
Dallas Cowboys.
pizza.
It is kind of funny. It brought us.
Yeah, let's see
last
that
year, a lot of
quick.
people were upset that when Andy Dalton got knocked down like he did in a game, that nobody was coming to the defense of their quarterback. Nobody helped him up, and nobody did anything about it.
Right.
And in this game, we had that with Lyle Collins, and now you've got a lot of people reacting like, well, Lyle's just stupid. He's an idiot. This is why. This is what you
that's
get.
an example
It's funny
of
because, I
fans.
remember last year, a lot of people were really upset that nobody did anything to help Andy Dalton, and now you have a situation where you've got a guy in Lyle Collins that did it, and people still aren't happy about it.
No, and that's just kind of the way we live life right now.
Right,
there's
right.
There's a lot of things that we're disappointed by this game, and Dak was even talking about it too, the standards in which they're set and
they established
and
those
they established and all that. But yeah, I mean, and I believe when Dak sits down in his seat on the way home, and it's a long flight from Washington. I don't know if they're flying out of Baltimore, maybe they're flying out of Reagan, wherever, but it's a long flight, and you get your pad out and you start to look,
Flying
and
out
you're
of
like
Baltimore,
going,
I believe.
God, I didn't think that was what I saw, or man, I wish I'd have thrown it over here. He might be sitting next to Zeke and lean over and says, man, this is what I got to do.
Lean
better.
over a little bit.
When Dak's bad, he usually talks about mechanics.
Right.
And I wonder if he's scared to say that, man, I'm not seeing it the right way. And I keep using the word seeing because there are throws that he makes that there's no reason for him to make that throw. I understand trying to fit the ball over top of a linebacker or stuff like that, but to overthrow the way he did and to make some of the throws that, it just, some of the decision makings have just not been, you could say, oh, is he trying to press? No, I think it's a situation where, when he drops back, he has the ball, the routes develop. He's just not in his mind, not seeing where everybody is. And is it time on task? Could it be the fact that the receivers haven't practiced all together? I mean, there's a lot of things you could kind of point to, but that's on him too. I mean, it's on him. It's on Kellen Moore. It's on the offensive line, and it's on the running backs. I mean, they're banged up at running back. I don't know how you can blame the running backs for the problems they've had because of just how beat up that crew is.
Well,
right
and
now.
on that front too, Brian. I mean, it's not just the play of the offensive line, right? Because there's going to be some
they're bad
happy feet thing, but
there's some bad. Yeah,
the lack of continuity there too. Like that seems to me maybe the biggest thing because when you watch him, he's sped up. He's doing things normally that they're not there. It's as if he doesn't know who's playing guard or tackle it in a given play, and so he's not exactly sure how much trust he should have and who's in what spot.
Well, we don't know, too, about the practices. Is it one of those things, too, where, like, Lyle Collins gets a certain amount of snaps and Terrence Steele gets a certain amount of snaps, and then, at guard, we're doing this and that. I just, like I say, I wish that Kellen Moore had something that, when you're not good.
Identity.
Just win, baby. I see that comment. I love it.
It's something that you say, okay, when we're in trouble.
It's bread and butter.
It's a bread and butter play.
Yeah.
There's something, like.
What's your bread and butter?
Usually, and I called it. I didn't call the interception. But what did I say to you? I said, they're going to run the waggle here.
Right.
And hit Dalton Schultz on the crosser.
Waggle left, boot right.
Yeah, waggle left, boot right. They're going to hit the
was the interception.
Well, I mean, he had the guy open. He had him open. He never saw Holcomb's Holcomb coming underneath.
Yeah, Brian called it like it was Tony freaking Romo. That's Brian Broaddus. I'm Ari Tepkin. This is the Dallas Cowboys post-game show. Let's pause 10 seconds.
So appreciate everybody for watching. Like I said, it's a bittersweet game. It's also a ugly but deadly game, right? We won. At the end of the day, we're 9-4. Let me see 9-4 in the chat. And guys, please be sure to understand that a win is a win is a win, and this was a divisional game, and I'm going to take this win all the way to the bank. Next week, Dak Prescott got to really get back on the same page with his receivers. He got to trust that front five, step up and climb the pocket and get things going. Let me see 9-4 in the chat box, baby. Let's go. Let's go. We got some things to be happy about. We're 9-4. Let's go. Yeah, Cowboy Nation, I'm not a trash talker. I'm not that guy. So if you guys come off to think that I'm trash talking Louis T, I just wanted to have a conversation with him about the game, and I get it, So if you guys got banned for going over to his channel, be sure that I want you guys to still have good communications with the guy, because when we did our NFC East roundtable, I want you guys to still be able to comment. However, if you guys can do me a huge favor and go over there and just tell them, hey, good game, congratulations on your loss. I won't do that. But no, just tell them good game, man. Hey, we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Go Cowboys. If you can do that, that will probably make it look like that we're not over there trying to troll the man. And that link, I'm gonna post this link once again. Good game. Tell them good game. Good game. And we will see you in 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks, right? We will see you in 2 weeks. And here's the link to his channel again. And go Cowboys. It's all, Law Nation. You know what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you, if the shoe was on the other foot, lo and behold, it would not be the same. It would not be the same. Truth only, 9-4. Dak Prescott will bounce back. Yeah. Let me let these AI speak on some of these right here. Yeah. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. Lake 455 said he blocked you. Oh my gosh, man! I thank y'all for your donations there, man. 9-4, and we're 8-1 with Dak Prescott. I believe that there's a certain stat line out there for the Cowboys. For the Cowboys in the month of December that I need to pull out there.
Calling those stupid pass plays 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage pisses me off. They never work.
Yeah, you're right. He wanted to talk to me. Let me check my DMs right quick. Because I said send it via DM, and I'm not trolling. I'm gonna talk to him like we always do. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. He didn't send it to my DM. Let me check out my IG, because he probably have a certain way that he set it up, his live feed. He might have a certain way. Let me check my DM on Instagram. He might have sent it that way, Let's see. All right. Let's see. Bear with me, Cowboy Nation. Okay. Let's see. Our face might go bad. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can hide that right quick. Y'all bear with me. Oh. Let's go with, see, I messed up my screen now. Y'all see two of me. It's okay. Let's go. I always do that when I pull that camera through, so y'all bear with me. All right. I got to turn this camera off and turn it back on. Y'all bear with building the plane while it's in the air. Thank you, everybody, for your patience there. Here we go. Right about, where my camera at? Here we go. Bam. Y'all should see a black screen now. There we go. Yep. Mic check. 1, 2, and 3. Yep.
As much as it is a Taylor Heineke thing. So for me, I would love it if he made a conscious effort to get De'Ami Brown a touch, and not just on a deep ball, not just on a go ball. You don't think other teams know number 2 can run deep? Like that's the only thing he's good for? I'd like to see them do different things with Curtis Samuel. You see Dallas using CeeDee Lamb in the backfield? Like, I'm tired of Curtis Samuel being a decoy. Actually let him touch it. Like, we didn't sign Curtis Samuel to a 3-year, $36 million deal, 39 or whatever it is, for him to be a decoy in the backfield. For him to go in ghost motion. We didn't draft De'Ami Brown in the 3rd round or DeAndre Carter, sign him as a free. For him to keep going in ghost motion and them not touch it. So that's the part that's frustrating for me is, at some point, you got to get these other guys involved.
No doubt. All right. What's good, man? All right.
Just Andre. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Just Andre, right? I don't think our playoff chances are over, but what I saw / learned, we still need more dogs, etc. At linebacker, at offensive line, cornerback, free safety, and this we still need a quarterback. I told you this roster isn't complete. Like, we're far from a finished product as an entire team. For where we are in year 2 of Ron's plan, and what we've built to this point, we're in a good spot. I think right now our biggest problem, right? If you want me to keep it funky with y'all for a second, our biggest problem is that we have more depth than we do talent. And so at some point, your talent needs to surpass the amount of depth you have. And Ron, one of the first things he did, if you remember when Ron first got here, one of the first things Ron did was he went out, he purged the roster, got rid of guys that didn't want to be here, and then he brought in a bunch of depth guys. John Bostic brought him back, J.D. McKissick, Logan Thomas, what was the linebacker last year that came here with 3 names? I can't think of his name. And, Cornelius Lucas, and the list goes on and on. We filled this roster with depth because that was something that was a problem. And this year, we added some guys that were supposed to add more substance, and William Jackson III and Curtis Samuel. And then you get another draft under your belt. So they're trying to get more talent. But right now, the depth is outpacing our talent. And until our talent surpasses our depth, we're going to run into these issues. So I still think we need more difference makers, and Curtis Samuel may be that, but we haven't seen it yet here in Washington. So that's one of the biggest problems. De'Ami Brown may turn out to be a difference maker, but until he is someone that we can rely on and get the football to, that's a problem. So that's where we are right now.
No doubt. You can hear me, man?
We need to upgrade the quarterback position. True Mari Cooper.
I don't think you can hear me.
Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. True Mari Cooper writes, "Hey Lou, amazing content as always. Couldn't watch the entire game, but how was Landon Collins looking this week? Saw his stat line and he seemed like he was getting in it. He had a pick, early in the game when we still had hope, when we still thought this was going to be a knockdown, drag out, slobber knocker, tit for tat. They make a mistake. We make a mistake. Landon Collins made a play early in this game. Landon Collins was down around the line of scrimmage, but, again, the defense wasn't the problem. The defense wasn't the issue. The issue was the offense, and I can't stress that enough. So Landon Collins was fine. It was good to have him back out there. So I got Law in here, but I don't hear anything from Law.
Can you hear me at all? Mic check.
Hold on 1 second. Let's see if. Say something.
Yeah, what's good, man? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, cool.
Loud and clear.
All right, cool. We building the plane while it's in the air, man.
All right, man. So this guy needs no introduction, okay? But I'm going to introduce him anyway. Of course, it's our friend, our super friend from across the way, Law Nation. My guy Law from Law Nation is joining the show. And I got to say, your defensive line was problematic today. And what did I tell you on Wednesday night? I said, if this game gets away from us,
right,
it'll be because of what?
That front.
And that's exactly what happened today. It was the one thing I was fearful of going into the game, and they stepped up. What was your analysis and your biggest takeaway from this game?
Well, at first I wanted to gloat. At first I wanted to bang on my chest and just tell all of the Washington football team, you like that, you know what I'm saying? Who's your daddy and all of that. But you guys did show a level of resiliency. Your team battled back at the end. My quarterback seems as if though something is wrong with him, but I'm not finna just put it all on him because the front five, of course, giving up 4 sacks and then the pressure that you guys were able to do with the limited amount of people that was on the field, it gave us a situation to pause the call to say, hey, wait a minute, what's going on? But outside of that, a win is a win is a win. Right. And by the Cowboys being 9-4 right now, we are heading in the right direction, especially with 4 more games to go. We got the playoffs in our mind, but we just got to fix a few things.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've always said I'm not giving them back. You know what I mean? You get a dub any way you can. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just needs to be gritty and, most importantly, a dub. And that's what you guys were able to do today is get the win. I thought that had our offense just not turned it over, had they just punted, had every possession, and this is what you're told as a youngin coming up in the game, every possession needs to end in a kick. Some way, shape, form, or fashion, it should end in a kick. Whether it's a punt, a field goal, an extra point, it should be ending in a kick. And if every possession for us just ended in a kick today, it's a different game. Now, I don't know if we win that game, but 17 of your 27 points, and I may be missing a point or two, maybe 18 of your points came off of turnovers. Like, everything that you generated today as an offense came because of your defense. So I just felt like, and I was expecting your offense to be more impactful than it was. I was actually shocked that our defense, with some of the limited resources that we had, they were able to keep us in this game. And you called me at halftime.
I did.
You called me at halftime, and I reluctantly picked up the phone, right? So, and you said, "Hey, what you got going on over there, man?" I said, "You know what? My twin has me smiling over here. I'm changing my daughter's diaper, and that's why I'm smiling right now."
Right.
But before I got off the phone, I said, "Hey, I watched the Steelers come back on Thursday night down 29-0.
Right.
And I watched Dallas come back from a 35-7 deficit to beat Washington 41-35 back in 1999 in overtime." I said, stranger things have happened. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's what I'm telling everybody. At any point late in that game, were you nervous?
I would say after the Holcomb, that doggone pick six, man, I said, Lord, it reminded me of a good old guy by the name of Tony Romo game. You remember, I know you got good football recall, and you remember that he was trying to throw the ball to Miles Austin. I think it was a win or go home game. And it was picked off
by Rob Jackson.
Yeah, yeah. And then we were like, Lord. And then it was another pick six. It was the pick six by he was trying to throw the ball to the flats to DeMarco Murray. You remember that game? Yep. And that was the vibe that I was feeling. Like, here come the Washington team, about to make me feel miserable because I was talking cash money in that game, and now I had to sit back and watch Dak Prescott, my quarterback, that everybody, even if we win, they're going to talk about him. When we lose, they talk about him. I said, man, this guy, Louis T finna look like a genius. He look like he's finna walk on water now. But, man, our defense once again prevailed. Now,
it did.
From your eyes, did you see that fumble at the end? Or was it you saying it was an open
I thought
hand?
His arm went forward, man. I really didn't think that was a fumble, but this was the thing. They called it a fumble on the field. Once they called it a fumble on the field, I knew they weren't going to overturn it.
Yeah.
How did you think? Let me ask you this, from a Cowboys fan perspective. What did you think of the officiating? I thought it was awful today.
I mean,
let me give you some. Let me give you some specific.
Give me some specific.
Specific, yeah, and then you can tell me what you thought. The pass interference that they called on William Jackson III on Michael Gallup down the right sideline that kept a drive alive. It was third down. Dak took a shot down the field. I thought it was beautiful coverage, and they called pass interference. Gallup didn't make the play. What did you think about that?
Now, let me look at it within the confines of playing DB. At the top of the route, you can get physical. You can get aggressive at the top of the route. But also they got this thing called impeding a route. Now, did your boy slap his arm down at the top of that route to impede him from the process of catching the ball? Now, if they called it throughout the entire game, it's okay, right? But at this point, I'm looking at it like Gallup, he normally don't get that call. I'm sitting here saying, oh, my goodness, let's keep the ball because at that time, we really needed that big play. But, yeah, I would like for the aficionados to be out of it completely, but they called it. Now, I think that even on that touchdown play that you guys got with the elbow in with number 11, who mossed it over our guy, number 7, I think that they forgot to call that hands to the face to one of your guys.
That was egregious hands to the face on Eric Flowers, on Micah Parsons. That was the one call we got in our favor. They owed us that, if nothing else. We should have got 2 or 3 more calls. That was the least they could do.
So that's why I said I would rather for the aficionados to let these boys play the game, regardless. I don't want them to be part. I don't want them to dictate the game. I want them to play the game, but not dictate the game. But I feel you what you're saying. So I'm thinking that you're leaning more on the side that he didn't PI him.
Oh, it was definitely not pass interference. I felt like Trayvon Diggs, what he did to Terry McLaurin on the deep ball where he, got his head around late, but that was more pass interference than what William Jackson III did. So, I mean, I thought the officials were spotty at best. They were awful in this game, to be honest with you. They were all over the place. I thought they were way too involved. There was another call that they made. I can't quite remember what it was, but it was an awful call that gave you guys a fresh set of downs. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? And there was another one where they called it against us, and it was ticky-tack. Even Greg Olsen was like, come on. It was the push-off on our tight end. Are you serious? Are you serious? You're going to call that?
Yeah,
that's awful.
Yeah.
That's an awful call. So I thought they were way too involved in this game. And then I hate when they take the coward way out when two guys are getting into it. You know, you don't call it on both guys. You call it on who is the culprit? Who's the guy? When La'el Collins got thrown out of the game, that was the right call, right? But there were other opportunities for them to get the right guy, and they want to just call it on both teams.
No doubt.
Like, that's trash. Get the right guy. They got La'el Collins there, and it was a clean play. Your quarterback was still in bounds when he got pushed. And so I thought they got that one right, but I thought they were way too involved in this game. But again, that's not why we lost the game. Y'all beat us up at the point of attack, and that's what we thought we were going to be able to do.
Right.
And you guys, you were the aggressors.
Right.
You were more physical than us. You, to me, took the fight to us early, and
at your stadium. At your stadium.
Well, you guys turned that into a home game. It was more Cowboys fans there than there were Washington fans. And so you guys made yourself comfortable. You bought your benches and you bought your fans, and you made yourself right at home like you always do, man. So that's not something that surprises me. What was surprising was 18 points in the first quarter. That was surprising because after the interception, that we got on Dak Prescott, I didn't see that. And that was, in the course of the game when things happen, you can look back and say, man, what if, shoulda, coulda, woulda, what if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, oh, what a wonderful world it would be.
Right.
But if Randy Gregory doesn't tip that pass, it's a touchdown. I don't know if you got to see that.
No, I didn't get a chance to look at it.
Yeah. Y'all came with zero blitz there. If he doesn't tip that, there's nobody in the secondary, and we got a blocker out in front, and both of our guys are on the defensive backs, and we got an offensive lineman going up the field. Oh, that's a house call. That's a residential call right there. And unfortunately, Randy Gregory makes an outstanding play. You know what I mean? Trayvon Diggs gets beat on the deep ball, and our quarterback, he's got a pop gun arm, man.
Which one? Now, do you like Allen now, or Allen is not the quarterback, the one that came in? Because I was sitting there like, man, can I order some more Heineke's? You know what I'm saying? Instead of that Allen, because I said, man, that Allen is lighting us up. Can I get some Heineke's? Can I reorder some Heineke's?
I'm gonna tell you what. He was playing in a manner that would force you to be like, hey, two more Heinekens around the table. Everybody gets one, right? However, Allen is always prone to doing what he did at the end, right? Every time he's in that situation with the game on the line, we had a similar situation against the Giants, moving the ball, going down the field, trying to get the game-winning score. He fumbles. The Giants win the game. Did the same thing here. And he is the kind of guy, the play before, he throws a dime to DeAndre Carter, beats Anthony Brown down the sidelines, and he drops it.
Yeah.
And then the next play, he fumbles. So, like, he giveth, he taketh away. Even if they called that an incomplete pass, he would have done something stupid later in the drive, I feel like. You guys would have ultimately won because he would have did something stupid. He would have thrown a pick. He would have fumbled. Something stupid would have happened because that's what always happens with him. Had Heineke still been in the game, this game's going to overtime, or we win, or y'all win in regulation on a late field goal. But he would have went down the field and tied it up. You didn't want to see him.
Okay, we didn't want to see the Heinekes.
Nah, you didn't want to see him in that situation. All game long, he had been terrible.
I got some questions over here. I got some questions over for my guys, man, before we depart, man. But they said, did Trayvon Diggs shut down McLaurin? They said Trayvon Diggs shut him down. What happened?
Yeah, I just told you what happened. And this has been the story of Terry McLaurin's career, right? If he had better quarterbacking, this dude would be a 1,200-yard receiver every year. Again, Trayvon Diggs got smoked down the sidelines. This is easily a 50-yard catch down the sidelines. And what happens? It's underthrown. Gives Trayvon Diggs a chance to get back into the play. Trayvon Diggs was beat by 1.5 yards on the play. Not like he was right there. He was beat by 1.5 yards. Terry has to stop. And if he's a better receiver mentally, Terry is. All he needs to do is just jump back into Trayvon Diggs or just stop. Let him run into him. And he would have got the PI call. But he tries to make this ridiculous catch over the top of him. But he shouldn't have had to been put in that position because he was beat already. You know what I'm saying? So there were opportunities for Terry to get the football down the field. He almost made that big catch down there when he fell. Terry would have gotten his had he had more opportunities. And again, this is where game planning comes into play. You know, your best receivers, I don't give a shit who's covering them.
Right.
You get them the football, right? Like CeeDee Lamb. I always like to joke about CeeDee Lamb because when we play him, he drops the ball. Like the first time you threw it to him in the game, what do you do? Drop it. That's what he does against us. All right. Last year he had like 5 drops against us. That's what CeeDee Lamb does against us. But you know what y'all did? Okay, CeeDee may not be catching the football, but we're going to throw him this wide receiver screen. We're going to get it to him on this toss out of the backfield. Like, we're going to get CeeDee Lamb involved somehow.
Yeah, because he had 7 receptions for 61 yards, and then he had this rushing play, 2 for 15 yards on rushing.
We're going to get him to rock.
Yeah, but you got Heineke. Let me just put it out here. He was 11 for 25 for 122 yards, and he had 4 sacks. He got sacked 4 times in his average pass distance. I thought that Dak Prescott had a horrible one, right? Dak Prescott average throw was like 5.2 yards. Guess what Heineke average throw was?
I don't even want to guess.
It's 4.9. So basically, he's throwing it at the feet of his receivers. And, of course, that one big play to Sims, I was like, damn, that was a damn good throw. That was right on the button. That's right on the money, man. Right on the money.
And shit, he had to run for his life on that one, too. So,
right.
He was under siege the entire day, man.
But I ain't gonna hold your channel up, man. We see y'all in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2
man.
weeks.
I don't know who you going to see. Y'all beat us up pretty good, man. I mean, you took out half our squad tonight. So the loss is one thing, but to lose half your team, that's a whole totally different thing to discuss and a whole nother animal that we're going to have to tackle. And so this one loss might turn into 2 if we're not careful because of all the bodies that dropped in this game. So,
but you know your boy Lord Bronson been talking some noise, and he hit me up too. So so you're gonna have to face him. He gonna want to talk to you. But if something changed before that time frame, let's do this. This is the tail end. It's divisional runoff or what have you. If your team is still in the thick of it, let's do a show on that Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever. You know, if you got time.
When?
Sometime midday that week before the game.
Which one?
Your game. The week that you play us.
Oh, next week in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Let's do it. Let's do a joint show. Just us two. Just us two. We don't have to bring in the full round table.
Okay. Yeah, just hit me up.
I will do, man. Appreciate you. Congratulations on your little ones as well, man. Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Salute,
Thank
bro.
you for blessing the program, man.
Anytime, man. Anytime. Yeah, so, I jumped in and jumped out, good guy, man. Like I told you, I wasn't going to talk noise. I wasn't going to talk noise over there. Shout out to him, Louis T. Be sure to hit up his chat and hit up his communication line and let him know how about them Cowboys. That's what I forgot to say, how about them Cowboys at the end. I should have said how about them Cowboys.
Right. And heck, we saw Micah Parsons was in coverage like 30 yards down the field, almost ended up with an interception. Heineke, remember, he threw the ball down the middle. It's bouncing around, and who's down there? Number 11's down there trying to get the ball. So, yeah, the fact that, when they don't have all these guys, Micah has to kind of be a one-trick pony. When the guys are back, it allows him to do more things to help the defense.
877-881-1053 is the number to call or text on the postgame show, 877-881-1053. Alex from Brownsville. Go ahead, Alex. You're on the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network.
Hey, guys, the show. Listen to you every week.
Appreciate it, buddy.
As far as Dak's concerned, I think he's just protecting his leg. I don't think he's hurt, but I'm guessing it just feels very different compared to before he got hurt. And I want to go back to like a Parcells saying, maybe he needs to. They need to put a governor on him when the defense is rolling the way it is.
Repeat what you just said. I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
What did you say?
Parcells
play the
saying?
Giants
What did he
next
say?
Oh, you know that Parcells saying? Maybe you need to put a governor on him, like he used to say with Romo.
Okay, gotcha.
Until he gets better, because me personally, I think he's just protecting his leg. I don't think he's feeling hurt, but I don't think it still feels the way it did before he got hurt with the calf, not the ankle.
Appreciate the phone call.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
like I said, protect yourself and all that. I kind of feel like, though, that to me, when Dak's bad, he holds the ball and then he tries to force it, or then it turns into, I'm going to throw the ball into the flat, where's Zeke, and I'm going to throw it high, and it's generally going to be incomplete. That's kind of what I get with Dak, and when he's throwing the ball sideways, that's not a confident player. Confident Dak is ripping the ball in spots and stuff like that. Again, we saw it last week with the pass inside to CeeDee Lamb that just, I don't know how he fit it in there, but it was a beautifully thrown ball. That's what you get with Dak. But right now, he just does not, protection or not, he just doesn't look like a very confident guy throwing the football.
Right. And I mean, it seems to be decision making. You mentioned the eyes. Yeah. He's not trusting what he's seeing.
I don't think he's trusting what he's seeing. I think that some maybe people, and Dak works really, really hard on this stuff. You got a couple of old quarterbacks working with him, with Kellen Moore and Doug Nussmeier. But I just wonder, for him to throw that interception, I mean, it was like you would say, something like that, you would say, gosh, he might have money on the game. The way, now Dak doesn't have money on the game, I don't think, but that was such a bad turnover that you would go, how did you not see him? But then again, we have that high angle, and he's on the field, and you just got to know that maybe that linebacker is going to be there on that boot.
Yeah, based on the coverage zone, no doubt this is not a rookie. This is an experienced player that sort of knows coverages like that. Brian Broadasari, Tepkin. If you've got a line, keep it. We'll get to you, and if we don't, certainly Chris Arnold and Kevin Gray, who will take you till 9 o'clock tonight with the post game on the Dallas Cowboys flagship 104.
They got a post game. All right, so what we're going to do is appreciate everybody who making the donations there. Thank y'all for keeping the light on over here. Really do appreciate all of the love and adulation that you guys give for the station. Your name will be entered into a drawing for those who made donations this month. And we're going to be giving away, this is an autograph sign. I got multiple names on this. J-Rock, Michael Gallup, and as well as Kenny the Shark. Shout out to Cowboys Experience. We'll be giving away this signed autograph helmet with J-Rock, who is J-Ron Curse, as well as Michael Gallup. And that is from anybody who made any donations, whether it be Cash App, PayPal. The links is in the description box, as well as anybody who joined the membership on all pages, whether it be Facebook, Patreon, your name will be in the drawings. And I'm planning on going ahead and doing the drawings since today is Sunday. Let's shoot for probably Tuesday. So hopefully I can get it out to you before Christmas time. So we will pull names for the drawing for this autograph signed helmet by J-Rock, especially Michael Gallup. Those two starting players right now. J-Rock had him an interception today, but it fell right through his hands and went right through his hands. We're going to have to get better in that, Cowboy Nation. But the defense, it's hard to complain about this defense for what they did. And the money that they gave up at the end, only one of those touchdowns, you can say, well, they was pretty much resting their guys. They didn't really look like they played up to par. And then it came back to bite them into you-know-what after Dak Prescott threw that pick six. So that's something that we will have to revisit. All right, so this is what I'm going to do at this time. A win is a win, by the way. I love it. For sake of time, we're going to do the shout out to Yarber. I didn't forget about you, Yarber. I know I owe you, Yarber. I didn't forget about you, man. I'm going to send something your way. Believe it, man. I'm going to send something your way. Let's go tomorrow. I can run my tail down there to the UPS store, and I got you, Yarber. I didn't forget about you. I got your address and everything. I'm gonna give
you are the only participant in the conference.
I'm gonna give you something just because it was one of those just cause gifts for you, though. You know what I mean?
All right, participants are muted.
Bear with me, Cowboy Nation. Bear with me. Let me go right here. Y'all bear with me. Come on, where you at? Here we go. Preference. Okay, here we go. Let's go set up the phone line, baby.
Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for me, baby. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way.
94 Cowboys.
Call my phone,
LIS. Let it shine, baby. Just put the phone number up here.
On this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Mobbing with my brothers, there's no question, keep it real.
Keep it real, baby.
East Coast and all way in the hidden hills. In the popping straps of blue faces, not the pills. Heard you calling bluffs, I show and prove, yeah, it's for real. Son of God, not a son of Sam. Keep it off the books and keep it coming in.
George, you live.
Yo.
Nothing
What's
much,
up,
man. Talk to me, man. You the first caller of this deal, so you get more time than everybody else. So, what you got for this episode?
Yep, I just wanted to ask you. I just called Watch, and I'm very concerned. I just need help with a missing person. Has anybody seen Terry McLaurin? I need somebody to help me find him. Diggs is top 5. I don't care. With these other pedigree corners that people say, like James Bradbury, Marlon Humphreys, Marcus Peters. A lot of people hate on Diggs because Diggs plays man coverage a different way than most corners do, and sometimes he gets them burnt. But he doesn't give up the amount of yards that people think he does. Diggs is very good in man coverage. I don't understand why people, especially on TikTok, a lot of people say Diggs can't cover anybody. Diggs is phenomenal in man coverage. It's because of the way he plays it, and I think that's what makes him such a playmaker in this league, that he does something different than anybody else. He plays man coverage like his own. He looks at the quarterback in man coverage because he's able to fill the routes, and that's like a lot of people say this cliche thing that he's a receiver. He used to play receiver. That's when you really see it.
Right.
When he's able to fill that route and play man coverage like his own, and that's different. That's no cornerback in the league does that basically, or any top cornerback is able to do that as successful as him. And I feel like that's what makes him different. But yeah, onto the offense before I get into the last points. Dak, I'll admit Dak sucks right now. I feel like offense can rebound, but it's gonna be hard because we don't have the run game. And I don't know how we're gonna get it back, and I don't think we're gonna be able to get it back, but hopefully. But out of the top maybe 5-6 teams in the NFC, I think we do have the worst running game going into the playoffs, because we don't have any threat of we don't have the end around, or we don't use motion as much, and I feel like it doesn't give defenses as much to think about, and I feel like that's really hurting our run game right now because Mike McCarthy doesn't believe in that.
Yeah, it's something that's changed with the motion aspect of it. They stopped doing that, and the dominance of running to set up the play action is absent right now. We got to improve on a lot of things with his offense, starting, and I think that Dak Prescott will mention it first. Hey, he must improve, and that's just a situation right now that I think that he is the catalyst of this offense. If he looks good, the whole entire offense looks good. Like you said, with the running approach, I like the way Corey ran pretty hard, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a spotlight there.
We don't have 15-yard runs. We don't have 20-yard runs. And we don't have the consistent 7-yard runs or 8-yard runs either. That are good signs of a good run game. So I feel like that's what our offense is really lacking right now. That's what's holding us back. But as long as we're getting points on the board, I feel like if we're able to have dirty games like this with the Cardinals or the Bucks or the Packers when we play them in a few weeks in January, I think we're going to be able to win a lot of games. We're able to get out these dirty, gritty wins that people are saying. But not every game is going to be like this. Not every game we're going to play Taylor Heineke that's doing the triple coverage every single play, it seems like. And I just want to end this by saying prayers for Tyron Smith. We need Tyron Smith. I hope he's good. You know what injury he has? I haven't heard any news about it yet.
No, I haven't heard nothing from him. But I appreciate you for calling in. Thank you for your analysis, and you have a good day and a better tomorrow, man. Let's go.
No problem.
DMV George, that was him on the line. Appreciate him. I just want to tell everybody in this type of situation, just continue to find ways, man, to win. Stack them on top of each other. They may come gritty. They may come nasty. They may come ugly. But the name of the game, you get into the playoff, anything can happen. I recall of talking about the 2007 New York Giants. They actually won a Super Bowl in 2007. And the red hot team was the Cowboys that year, right? So it's all about these next 4 games establishing something. But we're coming off of another win, and it was kind of like similar to the Saints win, right? Bittersweet, but hey, let's continue to stack these things on top of each other. All right, so everybody else, man, since we got this line longer than Shaq feet, we're going to be at the mercy of the 1-minute rule. All right, Cowboy Nation. All right, so next we got my dog, Rob Vance. Man, you in the house?
What's going on, Law?
Nothing much, man. Talk to me.
Man, I cannot understand Cowboy fans.
Mm-hmm.
A win is a win. I don't give a darn if we won it by half a point. and I remember, you remember this game we played Buffalo.
Right.
Tony Romo threw 5 interceptions.
Yeah.
And we still won that game.
Right.
That's like last week, the Saints game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it don't feel like a win, because you cannot blow out every damn. These boys get paid just like the boys in front of them.
Right, right.
A win is a win. I don't care how they win it, as long as they win.
No doubt.
And for a Dak fan, I done seen quarterbacks get in slump.
Right.
Sometimes they try to do too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's Dak's problem. He's trying to just do too much.
Yeah. Mm.
Well, that's all I got to say, man. Cowboy
Appreciate you.
fans, let it go, man. Just enjoy the win. Think about last year when you can have it.
No doubt, man. Boy, they'll be wanting one of these games last year. But appreciate you, Rob. That's Big Rob, man. Thank you so much for the 912, Rob. All right, next we got on the line Swayze. What's good, man? You live?
What's going on, my boy, Law? I'm
man.
happy about the win.
No doubt, no doubt.
Objective Cowboy fan here. So,
Right.
I think what needs to happen here is I think the coaches need to be honest with Dak Prescott. They need to tell him, yo, you're a game manager. That means take as less risks as possible. The defense is the catalyst of our team right now in the second half of the season.
Right.
Kind of like 2016, we told Dak, dink and dunk, take what the defense gives you. That's what he needs to do. Like, you got about 2 possessions, and you try to make a risky throw to do in your face. Like, you're not that guy. And I think the more we're honestly with each other and recognize Dak Prescott's not that guy, I think the better off as Cowboys fans or as an organization we will be into finding our identity. Like you hit right in the nail. You hit the nail on the head. You said 2007 Giants. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw the game. I was like, a great pass rush, a talented pass rush that can take over a game, and that's exactly what we can do. But one thing that we can't do is Dak Prescott to give them 2 interceptions. He needs to play like Eli Manning in the playoffs.
Right.
He needs to take as less risk as possible. And also, one more thing.
Go ahead.
We need to give Ezekiel Elliott a 2 to 3 game rest. Like, this is what Jerry Jones needs to sit back, sit in his chair in the booth, and relax. The coaching staff needs to give Ezekiel Elliott a 2 to 3 game rest and focus on getting him healthy for the playoffs. And that's all I gotta say, though.
Thank you, man. Good call from Swayze, man. Always look, Swayze is a guy that I would tell you guys straight up, man. Been the same person, man. He's gonna give some objective analysis with Dak Prescott, and it's gonna hurt a little bit. It's gonna hurt a little bit. It's gonna hurt you a little bit. but he still root for this team, man, and it pains us to see an ugly win But I'll take it though. Shoot. 9-4 right now. Dak he made some good ones, he made some bad ones. And I get it. A lot of people don't appreciate it, but it's not. We're 9-4. Next week we play against another common opponent. They got their backs against the wall, the Giants. And we just got to showcase our talent too next week. Now we have of the hour, Lady Jessica, you're live.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hello,
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
We want Dallas. We want Dallas. They got Dallas.
Yeah.
And y'all getting on my car-picking nerve, want to blame Dak for everything.
Right.
I'm sick of that. Y'all want Dak to run. He need to run. He didn't run. The boy's not running. You still talking about this boy's calf muscle. If his calf muscle was wrong with his leg, he wouldn't be able to run. Shut up and stop talking down on the man. Because when we didn't have him, when we was losing, and we lost our season last year, when our elite quarterback went down. Now our elite quarterback back, and you people trust this man just like everybody else. If you ain't happy with all teams, just get up out of here, man.
Yes.
Get on. They won 9-4. Y'all blame him when the people forgot the ball. Y'all say he doing too much. I agree. Because Dak want to win. And he see why people dropping the ball, so he took it on himself. And he ran. How many times did I see this man running? How many times did I see him get a first down for us? How many times did he try to run that ball down that field? What y'all want? You want him to get hurt, and then we lose our season? Is that what y'all want? Because it seems like you ain't never just satisfied about nothing this man do. All you do is complain. When we win, you complain. Dak this, Dak that. The man is getting back his mojo. Because remember, he wasn't running at first. Now he back out there running the ball. And y'all still ain't happy. Dak need to stay in the pocket. He got in the pocket. He need to come out that pocket. He making messing up. Okay, Dak come out the pocket. Dak need to throw more. He don't try to sell. He throw. Y'all still complain. If you get mad at him, y'all are really mad because we didn't put up a 40 burger on Washington. That's what y'all really mad about. Every game ain't going to be a 40 burger. Every game ain't going to be a 30 burger. They won. Why can't y'all be happy? These people said they were going to whoop our team. I know the people on there, but Lord, this is ridiculous. This just like somebody seeing somebody in church. God bless somebody spiritually in church, and people are being jealous of that person because the anointing is on that person. And that's crazy. This man is out there working his butt off, trying to help our team win. It takes more than Dak to win the game. It takes more than our quarterback to win.
No doubt.
But y'all have a blessed day, and y'all need to quit complaining, people, and y'all need to be grateful for our quarterback, because when we didn't have that, we was losing. Now that he's back, that boy trying to keep us in that game.
Lady Jessica, tell them what we're gonna be next year. Tell them what our record gonna be next week too. Let them know what it's gonna be.
Next week, 10-4.
Yeah, baby, that's all I wanted to know. Appreciate you, Lady Jessica. Thank you. You have a good day and a better tomorrow. Appreciate you. Yeah. Woo. When the lady is on fire right there, I didn't want to stop her. You know what I mean? I definitely didn't want to stop her. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can get my guy. Oh my gosh, man. Let me see. Let me see. Hotline. Okay. All right. So we got a lot of people in here, man. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. Thank you, guys. All right. So what we got here, Chef Mac, man, you live, man. You live.
What's good, Law? What's good, man?
Talk to me, man.
I told you we was gonna get this dub, bro.
Oh yeah.
I told you we was gonna get this dub.
Yeah. I came in with the jacket. I didn't take the jacket off. I didn't fan myself. I came in with the victory jacket on. See, a lot of people didn't peep game on that. I came in with the victory jacket. I was ready.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Dinner's gonna taste much better tonight. After that victory, man.
Woo.
I wanted us to get like drop 50 on them today, honestly, but. I mean, a win is a win, like y'all said. I'm happy about that. And, I know it's a lot of people on the line or whatever, but I'm definitely going to make that dance video, man. I accept that challenge.
Wait a minute now. I didn't dance since 94 now. Come on, man. I'm an old head over here. I still got a little few moves.
Hey, I'm 33. I look young. I'm 33, man. I'm 33. I ain't that young.
Okay.
I look like a baby.
Okay, all right. Well, challenge accepted, though. But I might have to put Gucci Watts on you, though. You better watch out. Yeah, but appreciate you for calling in.
All right, man.
Yeah, Chef Mac, man. Y'all make sure to check out his YouTube page. All right, let me see who else we have here. I really appreciate everybody for jumping in. Thank you guys so much. The man that I owe, 757, man, I owe you, y'all, bro. You live.
Hello, what's up, man?
Yeah, what's good, man? I think I owe you about 2 weeks ago. I was something that you won, that you hit it right on the money, and I forgot what it was. But I'm going to send you something, though. Trust me, I'm going to send you something.
I forgot what it was, too, man. I forgot what it was, too. Hey, but look, man, we done seen Dak go out here and throw 300 yards. We done seen Dak do a whole lot, man.
Right.
So, I think people just need to chill, and realize that we're about to be 10-4. We're about to go to this NFC playoff game. This is the first time in about 20 years that I've been willing to bet 100 on the Dallas Cowboys. So, it is what it is, man. Let's get these wins.
No doubt, man. You said 100. Like you betting 100 on next week's game or 100 that we go into the playoff. Which one you got the 100?
To the NFC Championship game, man. It's basically a bottle for a bottle.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm doing a bottle of McLaurin 12-year Cherry Oak, and my dude is doing a bottle of Colonel Taylor.
Colonel Taylor, no Hennessy, no hen dog.
No, man, we ain't on that.
Y'all ain't on that. Okay. It makes my beard hair grow, but I appreciate you for calling in, fam.
All right.
Yeah, text me though. Send me another text though. So I make sure I got that right address on there. So I want to bury through and dig through all of those. All right, so next we got my brother from another mother. No other. Don't look like Danny Glover, but keep it cool with you guys. Scott, hey, he predicted that we were going to win anyway. You already made your prediction. Remember?
I said it. I said it. I said we're going to win.
Yeah.
And what happened? We won.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell y'all like this, man. Listen, let's talk about that for 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Listen, the man is learning how to come back from a horrendous injury, and he did good the first half. Got injured again with the calf. Now, I got to set my mind all the way over again to overcome something and feel ball out. It's just like when you get into a car accident. You got to learn how to drive again, your jitters and everything. When you see a car coming and it looks like it's not going to stop, but it does, you feel kind of scared.
Right.
It's like, dude, let the man get his body and his mind all the way back. Because all we're doing is sitting down at our TV on the computer, making videos and yelling at the TV. We're not out there, so we don't know how it feels to do that.
Right.
Let the man get back out there and do what he does. We got to win. When the last time we were 9-4? Can somebody tell me?
I don't know, man. Let me know.
When the last time we had a Super Bowl? Because, we had Troy Aikman that had bad games, but we won the Super Bowl. Right. We had Tony Romo that had horrible games. We didn't win the Super Bowl, but, hey, if Tony Romo had this team, we would have won the Super Bowl. Man, he had Terrell Owens and all them other guys, but still didn't win.
Yeah.
So, please, Cowboy Nation, let's enjoy the wins. Every win is not going to be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Every marriage is not pretty, but you have the argument that you get back to loving on each other.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But enjoy the times that you progress and you learn. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody on here, y'all white, everybody, husband and wife on this line ain't pretty, ain't beautiful. You might got an ugly husband, but he look, he good to you. You might got an ugly wife, but you know how to cook some good food or something. You know what I'm saying? So enjoy the times that you got.
Appreciate you, Scott, man.
I love my quarterback, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, man.
We're going to be 10-4. We're 10-4 next week, long.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. That's my guy, Scott, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Whenever me and my wife have a disagreement, because I don't argue with her, matter of fact, I'm undefeated in the argument category. I get the last 2 words. Yes, lady. Yes, dear. Yes, sweetie. I get the last 2 words of every argument. Make sure she ain't looking around watching. But when I know I'm wrong, baby, I just say, baby, let's kiss on it. I say, baby, let's kiss on it. And that's the only way, we can get up out of that problem area there. Baby, baby, you got to put that voice on, baby. Let's kiss on it. Now with this team, I know, I get it. We want to get the last few words with Dak Prescott, but we won, baby. We won. That's all that matters. All right, so next we have Gina. You live, baby. You live.
What's up? Wow, what's going on?
Nothing to it, just in it,
Hey, a Cowboys win. Hey, a Cowboys win is a Cowboys win.
Yo.
That's what I'm talking about. Cowboys, you got defense to pick up sometimes. You got the offense to pick up sometimes. But
Right.
put this on your calendar. Put this on whatever you got to put it on. I said December 12th at 5:50 p.m. Central Standard Time, the number 4, the Dak Prescott will rise to the occasion. He needs to rise to the occasion. Now put that on everything with a little Tabasco sauce on it. Because my Cowboys going to be hotter than hot.
Yeah.
So you got to put that on everything. They coming. They coming now. They coming.
Yeah.
And when you look back at this video, say Gina called in and she said on December 12th at 5:51 p.m. Central Standard Time from the Nashville, Tennessee, she said that gonna rise, them Cowboys gonna rise, and they hot. So the trail is blazing. So watch out, because we coming. We coming, and if you're on the schedule, we coming fire.
Bring it right here. I'm
We
always loving your passion.
buddy.
Appreciate you so
sir.
much, Gina. Thank you.
All right. I love that jacket on you.
Oh,
That's it.
I put it on right before the game. I even slept in this jacket this morning. I woke up just like that. But appreciate your love. Let's go. Hey, I just need to hear it one time. How about them Cowboys? Let me just hear it. Blow my eardrums out. Yeah, Gina. Yeah, there we go. Now, I'm alive now, baby. I'm alive. We're not 4-9. We're 9-4. Oh yeah. Is this Perez from the 214?
Yo, Law Nation, what's up?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me, man. You live.
This Perez, man. How you doing?
Hey, man. Everything is everything, man. Talk to me, man.
Hey, but I just want to say, bro, I don't like that on certain fans, that people that call themselves fans, and then the minute Dak starts, messing up a little bit, they get on him, and and Dak is gonna be fine, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna be fine because he said, "I'm gonna work. I'm gonna clean it up." We just heard him say that,
Right. He just said that, yo.
And that's all I want to hear. Him knowing, acknowledging his mistakes and working them out, and his best football is gonna come playoff time. I already know.
Yeah, playoff time. You got to turn into playoff Dak. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we've been asking for the defense to elevate themselves when we get into the playoffs. Now we're gonna be asking for the offense, and I think the offense would do just
defense.
that. Yeah. The defense gonna be the defense.
Bro.
Yeah.
This defense is something else, bro. Hey, when you were doing that live stream with all the NFC YouTubers, I'm the one that predicted Randy Gregory and Micah Parsons and Lawrence, at Sackfest. How many sacks did we get tonight?
I think we got 4, but I appreciate you for jumping in and tuning in. Thank you so much, Perez.
All right. Hey,
what'd you say, man? You on your way out? What'd you say? What'd you say? Okay. Perez, you still there? Perez?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, what you said, you about to say something?
No, I said I love you and keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, man, appreciate it, man. Much love to you as well, man. Appreciate you, Perez. God bless you, man. Oh, thank you, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Y'all make me cry over here. All right, so we got next on the line from the 951. What's your story? You live. Uh-oh. It moved on me. 951, you live.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, player. From the Himalaya.
Hey, I got a lot to say, but I'm gonna make it short.
All right, go for it.
as Cowboy fans, we'll watch the game, and we're so focused on protecting Dak from scrutiny.
Right.
We ain't won a Super Bowl in 25 years.
Right.
Because we can't hold our players accountable for when they do wrong or when they're playing bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dak Prescott ain't been playing good for a whole month.
Okay.
You know, I wonder what those fans say when the games we lose.
Mm-hmm.
The games that we lose, I wonder what they say. Because Dak Prescott, playing the way he been playing, you find yourself in some playoffs playing like that. Some teams aren't so forgiving is what we're trying to say on the other side of the aisle.
Right,
we're not beating down Dak. We're holding him accountable for the way he's been playing.
Okay.
Now, he almost blew the game today.
All right.
He almost threw the whole game away. I'm happy as hell that we 9-4.
Right.
You can't tell me how happy I am, but I'm also watching I'm watching the game, and I'm judging it in its fullness.
In its fullness. Go ahead.
I'm not just you let that girl go off. I'm gonna go off.
I'm gonna let you go. Let's go. Keep going.
Let me just get a little bit in there. You know, hey,
go.
Dak Prescott has been looking pedestrian.
Okay.
He's just been looking awful, and I'm a day one Cowboy fan.
Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. Tell me how you really feel about number 4. Bring it on number 4 time. Bring it down.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if he play like that against the Cardinals, if he against the Rams, when the defense can only hold on for so long. Okay, so when the other team get the ball, they're going to take advantage of all these damn 3-and-outs.
Right.
I can't count how many 3-and-outs he done had since a month ago. So don't shame us for looking at the game in its fullness.
And its full and its total picture. Now, are you done? Are you finished with your soliloquy?
I got one more player I want to talk about.
Talk about it.
Anthony Brown.
Okay.
You got to stop protecting him, Law. You know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That man is a liability going into the playoffs as well.
Right.
Yeah. You know. So you got to look at other players that play the same position too. I know we can't do too much about Dak because he's our quarterback. But somebody like Anthony Brown, you need to discipline him and put his ass on the bench and show him that, hey man, when you play like that, you got some people behind you that will make and take advantage of a position.
We get your point. We get your point. So it took you 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Okay. All right. So you have an ample amount of time, just like I gave Lady Jessica over her time. I gave you some time to release your mind, right? But let me tell you this. They shaming us. But we lost 4 games. We lost 4 games at this point. And you talked about the things that we didn't do in 20 years, right? In 25 years, by the way. Now, this is
not holding players accountable.
Now, were we not holding the coaching staff accountable or just the players?
Oh, we'll talk head about we'll dirt everybody else except our quarterback. As Cowboys fans, we'll talk about everybody else.
Hold on. Now it's my turn. Now it's my turn to speak. So now that you said all of that, out of those 25 years, how many times were we 9-4?
Not so many.
So why we can't be satisfied at least for being number 1 in our division? We got 4 more games to go. Yes, Dak Prescott got his flaws. Yes, Anthony, Brown got his flaws. But dog it, we're 9-4 right now. At this point, we got to at least be satisfied that we are number 1 in our division. We just played the divisional champs, and they just came off of a 4-game winning spree. We handed them an L. What I supposed to say as a content creator? What do I supposed to beat down Dak Prescott? Hold on. Should he hold all of the sins for the 25 years we've been mediocre? Should he hold all of the burdens? Should he hold all of the faults?
Hell no. No.
That's all I'm saying. So you technically a third of the fan base is basing Dak Prescott production off of the sins of the father, right? Of the sins of Jerry Wade Jones, the sins of Tony Romo, the sins of whoever else that played quarterback position for all of those years. Dak Prescott only had one losing season on his resume. He's 9-4 right now. He's not having his best moments. But last I checked, even Troy Aikman is 1-15 without Emmett. Troy Aikman is pedestrian without Michael Irvin. Troy Aikman is horrible without their front five, right?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Let's give this man let's give this man a chance to finish and complete this season out before we cast aspersions on him. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, and let me say this before you let me go.
Right.
I can walk and chew gum at the same time, Law. You hear me? I'm happy about this win that we got. But I'm not I'm also concerned. It's okay to be concerned about what might happen in the future, my brother. You can't play like that in the playoffs, man.
Hey, and that's facts. That's facts. We can't play like we played today. Now, this defense can play like this. This defense can play like this, right?
Yes.
The defense can play like this.
Saying.
So the point would be, okay, it was the divisional foe. Next week, let's see what we can correct. But I appreciate you for calling. What's your name, brother?
John Ross from Riverside, California.
Appreciate you for the 951, John Ross. Appreciate you. Good call. Good passion, too. He had to get that out, you know. And I get it. I'm sitting in the chair that I'm always going to appear like I'm a Dak Prescott apologist. But you're going to miss the meat worrying about the potatoes. I would love this team before Dak Prescott even picked up a football. I'm damn near 40. I could be his father almost. So I'm telling you guys right now that this team, in order to win team together, everybody achieve. You know what I'm saying? More if you work together as a team. And trust me, there are some things that Dak Prescott must work on. I'm not finna sit here and placate that it's not. But there's also some things that the defensive side of the coin, like Anthony Brown, must work on. But we're 9-4. We're 9-4. I know a lot of people would love to be 9-4. Let's see who else. Boy, this line is longer than Shaq feet. Let me see if I can get my guy in on this call, Mr. Passion. You're live.
What up, sir?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me.
Hey, I didn't get to watch this game, but I saw the score on Yahoo Sports.
Okay.
And what I saw by the third quarter, we were sitting at 24-0, correct?
Correct.
Like the last caller was saying, there's a lot of things we can nitpick about, but we can't nitpick about being 9-4. So all you so-called fake Cowboy wannabe bandwagon jumping off and on fans need to just chill and realize this team, as a young defense with a young, bad-to-the-bone beast game-changer Micah Parsons, a healthy D-Law, a Anthony Brown that gets burned every now and then. If you got a problem with that, you know what to do. Stick Mr. Bossman Facts in there and let him ring.
Let him
go.
Yeah, let him go.
Let him go, okay? Let the chips fall where they may.
Right, right.
Let me put you like this. This real Cowboys fans got passion no matter whether we winning or losing. I'm a real Cowboys fan. Let me speak facts to all the Cowboys fans out there. You got a problem? Might as well just sit in the chair, zip your mouth shut, watch and see what happens, because when we go to the Super Bowl and we win the Super Bowl, my bold prediction, which is going to happen this year, you can bet on it, like I told this Redskins fan that came into my store today, and he said, I'm going to give you 25 push-ups, and I'm going to bow down to you. Well, when I won the game today and predicted we would win, he had no call, no show, no-show, nothing. So let me tell you like that, okay? A real fan sticks with their team no matter what. And How about them mother freaking Cowboys?
Yeah, Mr. Passion, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So that everybody can have a little time for your mind, I'm going to elevate the score to 2-minute warnings. Let's do that. Let's do it this way. 2 minutes, baby. Yeah, y'all bringing the fire today, so we're going to elevate the call time to 2 minutes. Hey, we got somebody from Washington, from the 202. You're live, baby. You're live.
Hey, Lord, what's going on? It's Dwayne, man.
Dwayne, what's good with you, man?
Parsons showed up, man. Checkmate. He's out there, man. Everybody's a pawn in his way. He's the ultimate weapon. I want to talk about that and how he's elevating the whole team.
Yeah.
Just the will that he plays on the field, regardless of how everybody else is playing. He's just a special guy, man. Like everybody want to talk about Dak. Dak can get his stuff together, man. I got plenty of faith in that. He can get carried once in a while because there's been plenty of games I've seen him throw for 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, and we lose.
Right.
So I don't need to look pretty with him.
Right.
He's all about being. He's a constant winner. We got guys out there that's hurt. We know Zeke's hurt. He's hurt. They good, man. They're gonna just go. Let's talk about the defense. The defense is special.
Mm-hmm.
The defense is so special. I've been dying for the defense to look like that, and them boys just is ready to play at all times. Remember, Cowboy Nation, we still are the best team in the conference. 8-1. 1 conference loss. We run the table, let the chips fall, we can get the number 1 seed, man.
I didn't even know we was 8-1 in the conference. Yeah, if you think about it, bro, I appreciate it, man. You call
Nobody's talking about that. No one's talking about that, man. That's the most important thing. Everybody else has 2 losses. If we watch all these other teams beat up and do our dirty work, we'll sneak right into it, and man, we'll be the number 1 seed easily. That's why I have no worries.
Man, my goodness, man. Appreciate you,
on to
man.
the next game, man.
Dwayne, appreciate you, man. Just say like when your name is Dwayne and things, baby. not 10 grand, not 50 grand, but I got a guy by the name of 100 grand. Keep it 100. What's good? 100. 100. 100. 100.
Yeah, you got me muted, man.
I got your name. You called in here twice, man. I was got 2 100s.
Because the first time, I don't know what happened. I couldn't hear the caller no more.
Oh, you couldn't hear it?
What happened? I thought the line dropped or something, so I called back.
200 grand there, man. Dog, you're live, man. I wish, have you ever wondered, you know what I'm saying, with banks, they accidentally put money in your account, right? You get your paycheck.
Yeah, right.
And then every now and then they might mess up and take money out, and they say, oh, we took out. Why they can't ever make a mistake and do like what you just did and put 200 grand in the account? I'll be all right, baby.
Hey, look, you better not spend it, though.
Closing the account, dude. Wait a minute, we accidentally paid $200,000 to Law Nation Incorporation. We trying to find Law Nation. I'm like, what 200,000? Oh my goodness, what you got, man? What you got for this, man?
Listen, man, it's a team game for a reason, man.
Right.
How many times have we had a great offense and the defense couldn't stop nothing? And we got mad because the offense did work, but the defense couldn't stop nobody. And we would lose games 35-36.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Law.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on, Law. And now our defense do the work, and we mad at the offense. Come on, man. You can't.
Right.
You're not gonna go. See, people want us to go out there and put up 40 points every game. That ain't gonna work like that.
It ain't gonna work like that.
It ain't gonna work like that, man. And everybody say, "Oh, you can't do it in the playoffs. When the playoffs come, Dak can't play like that." Y'all forgot about that team called the 49ers and his quarterback called his name Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Woo. Come on, Law. Am I lying?
No,
Where
look.
did they go, Law?
Look, I don't have to really go that far back. Go back last year, and go look at that particular Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Washington team, right? They gave Tom Brady a run for his money. He had to squeeze out a win. Did you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
He had to squeeze it out.
I remember
like that last
But
bit of
do they go
toothpaste.
back? Did they say how trash Tom Brady was and he couldn't do this and do that? No. They called him the GOAT last time I checked, Lord. But they buried Dak Prescott, man, when he made his mistake. I mean, and I remember in the playoffs, Tom Brady threw 3-4 picks in a one playoff game when they played the Green Bay Packers in my line, Lord.
Dog, I'm looking for
look at it.
I'm looking for the lies, but I can't find it. And you know what really propelled everything? That running game. That's why I'm saying I kind of like what Clement did today. You know, I like that hard-nosed running.
I was impressed. I know one running back everybody wished that they had besides Zeke. I know one running back he did way better than, and I think his name is Saquon.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, 8 carries, 24 yards. Come on, bro, and that's today. 8 carries for 24 yards.
No way, man. Let me see what's around the NFL, man. I love when y'all bring.
They got blown out. Last time I checked, they losing 27-0 last time I checked.
Oh, wow.
They got blown out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. Y'all need to calm down and let's just ride this train, man. I don't care. Offense could do it. Defense could do it. Special team. I don't care.
No doubt, man. But I appreciate you, 100 grand. All right, let me get up out of here, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Good call from here, man. All right. All right, this is what we're going to do, man. We got a lot of people in here, and I'll be here.
The conference has been locked.
We're going to lock it, and whoever in here, man, I got to do the 1 minute. I got the yes dear. Yes dear. You know what I'm saying? I got the yes dear. So I'm going to make it my business to make sure that everybody get a chance to speak that was in here. So I'm starting from the top. 210, you in. You got 1 minute, man. Talk your mind, spit your mind. 210. Hello? Yeah, you live. You live.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Georgie.
Shout out to you, Georgie.
What's up, George? Hey, Law. Hey, man, I just want to say I'm a big fan, dude, and I've been watching you for the past few years, and I just want to say that I'm really excited of our Dallas Cowboys, man. They are looking extremely awesome, both on offense and defense, and, I mean, I just got to say, man, that I know that a lot of people are criticizing Dak because of the way he was playing, like around the fourth quarter.
Right.
But he's our leader, man. He's what I like about Dak is that he's our leader. He's an excellent quarterback. He's a great scrambler. Maybe he's still a little nervous due to what happened last year during his injury.
Right.
However, but ever since week 1, dude, he just completely continued where he left off, and I just have faith in him, man. And I just, I say we're gonna go far this year, and no
doubt. No doubt. Appreciate you, man. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Hey, man, just go ahead and try to formulate your mind. Get it out in a minute. Try to get it out in 30 seconds. That way, you give me enough time to re-talk about this thing, about what you're saying. But let's get this hotline going. 229. What's on your mind?
Law, what's up? This is Cowboys Nation from the state of Georgia.
Shout out to Georgia, man. Shout out to you, fam.
Yeah, man, I hear everybody over here complaining. It's one thing they haven't talked about, which been over my head 25 years, is the curse of firing Jimmy Johnson. That still looms over us.
Right.
And until we get that taken care of, I don't know what we need to do. Burn a picture of Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson celebrate a Super Bowl, something. I don't know, but hopefully they put him in the ring of honor, so hopefully that kills that. But I'm proud of my Cowboys, man. The defense is playing well, and hey, Dak have bad games. Everybody's not perfect. So these fake Cowboy fans who's criticizing, hey, criticize yourself. You ain't no true Cowboy fan. I was there in the 1-15 year. I still saying go Cowboys. So hey, man, my team's gonna do well. We just got to keep on rooting for them and stop criticizing. Go Cowboys, Law.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you. All right. Appreciate you. And let me say this. Now, that's his thoughts and that's his opinion. I want you guys to have strong opinions over here. I'm not saying how you guys should think. Critical analysis is a certain point in time that you really need to use critical analysis. I'm not saying that you shouldn't criticize your team, but there's a time and a place to do it, and especially if you are in any management in any field of that, you got to give feedback to your contemporaries or your cohorts or what have you. It's good to have constructive criticism, and it's good to have critical analysis, but also within reasons, right? But from the 318, and I'll break that down on another day, but the 318, you're live, baby.
Hey, Law, what's going on, brother?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me.
Hey, man, I'm just chiming in. I love your show. This Big Mike out of Shreveport.
Shout out to you, Big Mike.
All them folks be complaining, man. I love that. I love his mentality.
Right.
I know, like the last caller was saying, man, we ain't had a defense in years.
Right.
All through the season, the defense been coming along. We've been getting up big play. We finally started putting it together. Same thing with offense. They gonna gel. They gonna come together. Yeah. And it's gonna be all good. Thank you for the time, brother. I'm out of here.
Appreciate you. I love going through Shreveport, man. They got that Cheesecake Bistro. It's not Cheesecake Factory, but it's Cheesecake Bistro, man. And I love eating there on my way through getting to Jackson, Mississippi on 20. 352, what's new?
Hey.
Yeah, you live. Talk to me.
What up, Lord? Man? I'm from DMV, man. For the Washington folks out there on that, the Redskins, boy, y'all real fake. Y'all real talk real bad out there. Hey, boy, we running high, man, with these Cowboys, man. To everybody out there that passed away this week with real Cowboy fans, man. I love y'all. I love you and whatever you do for us, bro.
Yes, indeed, man. That's good stuff, man. Hey, are they still chanting "We Want Dallas"? By the way, out that way.
Hey, man, I'm in California, but my people in D.C. and Virginia, they ain't saying nothing.
They ain't saying nothing, huh? They didn't call you.
I called my brother. I said, bro, what happened? Oh, man, y'all cheated us, man. What cheat? What, man? What y'all talking about? You can't cheat that. We can't cheat a butt whooping. We came in and did it. McCarthy all day, man.
Oh my goodness, man. We did guarantee it. Yeah, appreciate it. Are they still chanting? That's what I want to know. 502, you're live.
Hey, what's up, Law?
Nothing to it. Talk to me, man. Rapid fire. What's good? What you got?
Hey, man, I just wanted to say I'm pretty sure Micah Parsons done wrapped up Defensive Player of the Year today.
You're right.
And less snaps at DN, he's having just as good numbers as Myles Garrett, Joey Bosa, any of them guys. He's just as good. Also, I just wanted to remind everybody that we're a missed field goal and a couple penalties away from being 11-2.
Woo! I ain't think about it that way. Yeah. Man, you right on the money. I
remind everybody that, man. I'm a big fan of the show.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your love. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We are. 580, what do you know?
Hey, Law, this is Dallas Cowboys for Life, 0404. But
Appreciate
hey,
you, man.
I just wanted to put out a different perspective. I think, honestly, everybody's so quick to put it all on Dak, Right. But in all honesty, I think it has to do with coaches as well. Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy telling Dak, hey, no matter what it comes down to, we want you to stay in the pocket. We don't want you to run the ball because we can't afford to lose you again. So I really think that's what it comes down to, because you see how when Dak had, on this game, he had a big old gap where he could run the ball, but he was hesitant to do it. And I know that Dak's more accurate, and he's great at the run, and he's more accurate when he's scrambling. And I think they just don't want him running the ball. They want him in the pocket and being confined to that. But that's all I got to say, Law. Love you. Appreciate everything you do for our family, brother.
Appreciate you, man. We a big family, man. Much love to you, too. Let's go. Yeah. All right, we got 585. You live, JD. What's good?
How about them damn Cowboys?
Let's go.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, got a whole tribe over there. Let's go.
Hey, do you think Collins gonna get suspended?
Collins, they're gonna find Collins. I know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt. And I think they might find a way to find Ezekiel Elliott. You know, he's always the person that they like to find. Cause I think if Ezekiel Elliott pushed him and hit his head, shot him with his fist too. But yeah,
I'll just say this: how about them damn Cowboys? Thank you for letting me call in, and I'm a big fan of you, Law.
appreciate you, man. You big supporter of the channel, man. I thank you so much, JD. You know, JD, he's one of the guys that utilize the hotline all the time. He sent me personal texts on that number that I normally tell everybody to text at, but he's always around and he's always giving me good things, man. So I appreciate JD for calling in. All right, so the next person, I got Tyreek. You live.
Yeah, what up, Law? What up, Cowboy Nation?
Nothing to it, man.
Hey, man, this rapid fire, so all I'm gonna say is everybody get them likes and shares and all that good stuff up. Man.
Yeah.
This all I gotta say, man. I'm not criticizing that, but what I'm saying is this with that. You gotta quit holding on to the ball too damn long. Sometimes throw the ball out of bounds, man. You know what I mean? Save yourself from getting the hits. Save yourself from having to feel like you gotta run. And quit throwing and all this throwing off the back foot and throwing in the dangerous situations. Got to cut that out. Right. My whole thing is like this. Kellen Moore got to understand something. This is not college football. We getting ramped up for the playoffs, bro. These teams they playing you different. So they got to sit down and come up with a better game plan and better plays to get these players open. We got players that can get open, but you got to give them some easy. Dak Prescott and his offense some easy plays to get these dudes open so they can show their skills, you know what I mean? That's about it, man. And
appreciate
the defense,
you, man.
They doing defense doing their thing, and that's all I gotta say, man.
Appreciate you, Tyreek, man. Thank you so much, man. Good call. All right. We got this legendary caller right here. Is this T-Bird from the 732?
You got lucky.
732, you're live.
Hey, Law Nation, how you doing?
Oh man, wonderful, man. I can't complain. We 9-4.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, I'm gonna make it quick. I'm not here to complain about Dak or anything like that. Dak has a couple of things he's working on and that he needs to work on. Stepping up in the pocket, moving in the pocket, keeping his feet, that type of thing. Other than that, I'm not here to put Dak down. Dak's a great quarterback. I think he'll lead us to a Super Bowl. I live in Jersey. Between South and North Jersey, so I'm surrounded by Eagles fans and Giants fans. So when Dak was drafted, I bought his jersey the first day, and Giant fans said to me, "Why are you buying his jersey already?" I said, "Because he's going to take us to a Super Bowl." I said, "Dak is that type of quarterback." And he said, "You're pretty sure of yourself?" I said, "I'm sure." I'm telling you, boy, that Micah Parsons, boy, that was a draft, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's a draft pick.
Wow.
And I tell you, I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to say, but I'll say he's LT-esque. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say he's LTS.
Yeah.
So my thing is that everybody appreciate what we have right now. I mean, because in the past, if we had somebody like Romo and things like that, it'd be a different story. I just think that we should all relax and enjoy what we have. And you never know what can happen when we get into the playoffs. I mean, we can start playing like we did the first of the year. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you so
we
much,
could actually start playing that way. Anyway,
doubt.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You too. That's a good call, man. Rapid fire. All right, so next we have on the list is what we're working it. 832, you're live.
Is it hello?
Yeah, hello.
Oh, yeah, I just got to say two things. I'll make it fast. The reason why we complain as Cowboy fans is not that we hate the Cowboys. We love the Cowboys. We just want to go to the Super Bowl. And second thing is that it's a run game. They need to work with the run game, steal some plays from somewhere, and we need to gas them in the run game and help Dak out a little bit. And they need to block it up better. That's all I got to say.
Oh, no doubt, man. Appreciate you for your call, Rapid Fire, man. Appreciate you. All right, so the Rapid Fire is pretty good so far. Shout out to him. Just to give my thoughts on that. Yeah, we've been begging. We've been begging for this team to improve on the running game situation that will help out the offense. Especially with Dak Prescott going through his progression, going through his reads. Yes, that will help out. Well, all right, so the next person is the 903. T, you live.
How you doing, sir?
Doing great, man.
Listen, I love watching your show, listening to it. I have some concerns, but I do have some good things. Good things is that Dallas is winning, and that is very good. The defense have gotten extraordinary better. All my thing about the defense, I'm just concerned how they would keep all their talent. You know, that's gonna be
you talking about next year, yeah.
Got a contract coming up.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that's the scariest thing. That's the only thing scary about the defense, how you keep the talent for next year. That's what scared me. That's the only thing. I think they do need to work on stopping the runs a little bit. I don't know. I think, well, you know, I'm not going to bash down because y'all understand this team is being recreated. And I think the defense is only going to get better. I don't think they need to work on his proper stopping the run game. I think those answers probably be answering the draft, the way Homeboy picked these players. He picked them out. He picked them amazingly.
Yeah,
so
Will
the
McClay.
defense is going to be all right. The offense is kind of struggling in and out because they keep having players injured with the offensive line. You know, and then Dak got hurt, and so a lot of people off, but Dak is better.
No doubt.
They just need to give Dak some plays. They just need to do some better plays for Dak because these plays they doing is not fitting what he does, and they need to go back to some more play action and get back in the rhythm. I think the play call on the offense was really hurting the game.
No doubt, man. Appreciate it, man. We'll make that proper assessment when the all 22 come out. From the 9-10, you in?
What time is it?
9-10, you live. You live, 9-10.
What's up, Law? What's going on?
Nothing to it. Tell them it's Cowboy time, baby. It's Cowboy time, baby.
Them Cowboys, what? How about them Cowboys? Look, guys, this is all I got to say, Law. My thing is, when we get in the red zone, we think Prescott supposed to do everything. Mm-hmm. But it's the play calling of Kellen Moore. Get us a play to get us in the end zone. We always in the red zone. We got the win. We got the win in the red zone.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Kellen Moore ain't calling the plays that get us in the end zone.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, Law.
No doubt, man. We're going to have to win it in the red zone. Let's get it, baby. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for calling, man.
All right.
All right, appreciate you, 9-10. He gonna get it in. I think that somebody said that, Paul, I think that was you, said we never had a defense like this. That's a false narrative. I think at one point in time with DeMarcus Ware and all of those boys, they was ranked number 3 or number 4 defensively. And think about this. We marveled at what my guy Parsons is doing. But D Ware was right up there too. Let's not get it twisted. All right, so next we have the 931. You live?
Hello?
Yeah, you live.
Hey, what's up, Law?
Talk to me, man.
Man, how about them Cowboys?
How about them, baby?
Yeah. Dak did make one mistake in the game that I watched us play tonight, but other than that, he's improved, and I think that he's our quarterback that can lead us to the Super Bowl.
No doubt.
And we're going to be 10-4 this year, so and going forward.
Okay.
So I think we can get to the Super Bowl this year, but Dak has improved. And how about the defense?
Yeah, defense stepped it up,
the
man.
Defense played great. Micah Parsons was beasting out. Everybody had a pretty collective game. But we got to get the run game going and take a lot of pressure off Dak. We do that, and he'll start playing better. We just got to get the run game going at the right time.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Good call from you. All right.
Take care, Law.
The conference has been unlocked.
I think we got Mr. Larkins. Please call back, man. I saw you in there. All right, so 254, you live.
Hey, what's going on, Lom? First thing, let me say, I'm not really too much worried about the offense. It's alarming. I've seen it. I've seen them be dominant before in the season, so at least we've seen it. So as long as they are able to fix that and clean up some things, I think they'll be all right. Law, I know you do a lot of film crunching. I want you to go back and look at that CeeDee Lamb touchdown against New England and look at that interception that Dak threw in this game. He threw off that back foot, and I believe he hurt his calf throwing that same play. And I watched, it's funny, I watched when we were watching the game, they showed the angle from behind the offense. You see Dak set his feet. He had to throw, if he threw off his back foot, just like he threw that pass to CeeDee Lamb, he hits Dalton Schultz in stride. And I think Dak is in his own head of not trying to injure himself on plays that where he ports his body a certain way. I think he'll be all right, though. And another thing I wanted to interject is,
what's that?
We got war daddies all over the field on defense. You got to remember, we got one more coming back, Donovan Wilson. He used to be our biggest turnover machine last year and previous years. You got him coming back, too. That defense on all three levels will have war daddies and turnover machines, man. So, just take a look at that play. It looked real weird how Dak set his feet because he knew exactly where he was going. He just didn't want to throw off that back foot.
I'm gonna take a look at that because he did stop his feet. That's one of the things and I was glancing at it. When I look at the all 22, I will be able to see it better. But you're talking about the pick six play, right? Schultz wide open. Yeah, and the ball was going to be behind him because he stopped his route. Normally he throws on the run. Damn, boy, you got a good vision to see that. How many times you watched that play? How many times you watched that play?
It was funny. They showed that play live from behind the offense, and I saw it develop, and I was like, why did he set his feet? He saw him the whole way, and I was like, he's rolling out.
Yeah.
If he just throws it on the run, he makes that same pass he made to CeeDee that ended the game in New England, but he stopped and set his feet, and I said, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I seen the linebacker jumping, and I was like, why did he set his feet? And the only thing I could think of is that's the same play and the same pass that he hurt his calf on. And I really think that Dak is in his own head, man. I really think he's in his own head on either that shoulder or that calf. I think he's past the ankle, but it's one of those two plays. But, yeah, go
I'm going to look into it, man. But I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Sir. All right, man. Take care, Law.
All right, no problem. All right, so we got Officer Larkins in the house. What's good?
What's up, Law? What's going on, man? Thanks for answering my call, bro.
Talk to it, man. Talk to me. What's on your mind?
Oh, man. Hey, I know everybody's happy. I'm glad we got this dub, but we got some serious issues, I think, man, that we need to address, and that's just consistency, man. We need to get this consistency rolling. We need to get this consistency better throughout the remainder of the schedule, man, because it's real time now, man. When we come up against these teams, we may not have that luxury of depending on the defense to carry us through, man.
Right. We got to do some more, put some plays together for the offense. And that was a series. I think it was the series where we got the field goal in. And I'm going to have to go back and look at it. That was one of our most polished series outside of that we got the field goal instead of the touchdown. If we can put together series like that, and if this defense can continue to play the way they play, man, this team is right about time,
Exactly, and I know exactly what the series you're telling me about, what you're trying to describe to me. Exactly, man. We need that consistency, and that's where the play calling, that's where the offensive line play. Yeah, I know we banged up in the running back department, whatever, man. But guys have got to step up and let's get this, man. We got to do this. I'm, like I said, glad we got the W. I know the Cowboy Nation, me included. We're happy for this dub, but consistency, man.
No doubt.
And we need to check that box on consistency with the QB, with number 4, and it starts there. So again, they need to do a little bit of soul searching. They need to get in and lock it in and get locked on, and then let's carry this thing through, man. That's my time, man. But hey, man, I appreciate you taking my call.
Hey, officer, before you retire, man, you probably need to get into some radio, man. You got the voice. You killing it, man. Podcasting or something, out there in Cali. Just go to the beach, set up, man. You got it.
Hey, check it out, man. It's funny that you mentioned that. I retired a couple of days ago. Man.
Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, congratulations, man. Oh.
28 years, man, of serving, and I did the best that I could, man. Help some people along the way.
Right.
I'm one of the good ones, not one of the ones you often hear about when the negativity comes down. But I did my thing, man. So I someone else has to carry the baton now, man. But I'm done, bro.
Man, appreciate you, man. Congratulations, man. I'm gonna tell everybody, put your hands together for this officer, man. You're a brilliant, wonderful guy, man. I thank you, man, for all that you do for this country, man, especially what you do for California. Appreciate you, man.
All right, good looking, man. Be easy.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah. I had to let him in, man. That's good old officer, man. He was the last caller of the hour. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. Thank those who called in. Thank those who participated in the call-in show. As officer, when I saw his number there, I said, I got to let him in, man. Salute to Officer Larkin, man. Holding it down and representing, man. Good story. I got to tell you guys on another date about him. But I'm so proud of him, man, especially by him retiring, man, for 28 years. A long time. That's a long time, Cowboy Nation. Speaking of that, man, I really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Hey, it's a win, it's a win, it's a win. It may not be the way we want it. It may not look the way we want it. But we got it, Cowboy Nation. So we're facing another divisional foe next week. Let's go and showcase our talent next week again. Whether it's win, lose, that's where the saying come from. Win, lose, or draw, we support this team. We're rooting for this team. We want this team to win, Cowboy Nation. We want to get these things going the best way possible. But I come here to tell you, Cowboy Nation, even in a battle, in a victory like this, it's not over with. We accomplished nothing. 9-4, we got 4 more games we still got to improve on, right? We still got to say to ourselves, offense can be a little bit better. Excuse me, the defense played lights out, but they can be a little bit better, Cowboy Nation. The special teams, round of applause to Greg Zuerlein. Round of applause to him, man. He made his targets. They're right down the line, too. So that's improvement, right? There's a silver lining in these moments, right? There's an opportunity that we must face in this situation. Oh, and Tampa is about to lose? Oh, yes. Y'all couldn't deliver that news any faster to me. If they're about to lose, that'll help us out. That'll help us out tremendously. Moments like this, opportunities like this, to gain us respect in this particular conference, this particular division. Cowboy Nation, stand tall. I tell people all the time, if you want a thing bad enough, to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things, tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, and lose all terror of your minds for it. But if you will simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, Cowboy Nation. We're 3-0 in our division. We're 8-1 in our conference. We just saw the Buccaneers. Did they win or did they lose? Oh, my goodness. Oh, no, the score is still 27-24 for my end. But now we just got to worry about ourselves and focus on our game plan, not nothing else. Take the east, Steve, If Doggett and Graham and Beseed and beset it with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, we will get it. We can make this thing happen the best way. The opportunity is here. There are people that's folding up like a wallet or a launcher, but not y'all. Let's type in 9-4 in the comment box. And if you're really a real one, let me see 10-4. Thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established, baby. I got the shovel always right here, blue, silver. Got the shovel ready. Let's claim our prize, baby. Let's go. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Come on. Let's go, baby. A win is a win, baby. Let's go. Watch this.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no photos. Hit the door and the doorman just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up a way till I old producer saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up, talk of the town where you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring, you tough enough. Wanna get you new things with your pockets dull. Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of love. Now I move up and move humble cause the hate and the jealousy. My mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please,
let me tell him.
no photos. I keep giving game
Shout out to you, Sheila Neal. Shout out to you, Choctaw. Shout out to you, East Camden for life.
I get paid on rainy days.
Although you said go Eagles. Shout out to you.
I got paid on
Yarborough, appreciate you. Sheila Neal, thank you.
In my own lane, finger roll.
Let's go. Chuck, salute David J, Eric Griffin, John Berry, Mike. Oh, no, that's Mick. Appreciate you. Cowboy Sport Report. Shout out to you. Brandy. Shout out to you. Bolden, I see you. B-Wee. Moses, let's go. Chef Mac, JD, Sally Lawyer, appreciate you. Yeah, Dan, I see you. Your mom, I see you. Doing your mom. Roy, shout out to you. 24/7 Cowboy. True Falling. Spock. Yeah, can you save me? J-Rod. Lord, I see you, Keefy. Rolando, shout out to you. Dallas Cowboy Pro Show. Young Wilson, shout out to all of y'all. Appreciate you. Butler, Grant Tag, appreciate you. What is that? Just Grant G, appreciate you. Nobles Royalty, let's go. Let's go.
I've been really in the field, I wish I love the field. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Shout out to everybody who stayed for the benediction, baby.
Check this out.
We up out of here, baby.
I just wanna run it up.
Run it.
Count that too, count it up, count it up. Come on. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe, got blues inside.
Run it up, baby.
Greens and pinks is
shout
all
out
the
to you,
same.
Sadiq. Shout out to all of the mods, baby. Thank y'all for doing y'all job.
To the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now.
Come on.
Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me.
Yeah, let's go. Elroy, I see you, baby.
You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this.
Nothing real as this, baby.
I keep a hammer, call it too legit.
I've been really in the field.
Come on, who crunk right now?
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yo.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah. Kinda check the song.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah. Run it up, baby. Run it.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah. I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clothes. Yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
I really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah. Kinda check the song.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
go, baby. We up out of here. Appreciate y'all for jumping in.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down just a little bit.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Let's go. Come on.
Take a drag of my cigarette.
Take a drag of it, baby. If your team is 9-4, let me see 9-4 in the chat.
You know it's